All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. Week 3 football. It is Sunday. It is Bills Mafia versus the Washington Commanders. Commanders are at home. And we're going to have ourselves a game today. I know that we got the win against the Raiders, but I really feel like we still have not redeemed ourselves. I need a 40-0 win. That's what I feel like I need right now. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get started, make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up, and of course, subscribe. Click that bell, turn on your notifications so you don't miss a stream as we prepare for kickoff. Shout out to you guys. Much love to the Wrench gang. Much love to the family, all the listeners, all the watchers as we get ready for game time. All right. Shout out to Ernie. What up, man? Furious Storm already in the house showing love. Bringing out Ric Flair. Shout out to you, Furious Storm. Thank you for the $2 super chat donation, my friend. Thank you for getting it started. You guys know the drill. As you trickle in, make sure you hit that like, that thumbs up. We're trying to get to 100 before kickoff. Let's make it happen. What up, Dulo? What's going on with you, man? It's Gabby in the house. Empire. It's the first time I've ever been at work and been able to watch the Bills game on TV. Shout out to you, Empire. Much love, yo. Sheila in the house. What's up, Sheila? What's going on with you? How them Jags gonna do this week? How them Jags gonna do this week? Sassy in the house. What's going on with you, Sassy? All right. What do we got here? We've got... Yeah, you know I'm a little early. That's how we do. Richard says the hat and hoodie does how great is that? Oh yeah, you know. Listen, I went Hoodie J today just because I was like, you know what? He hasn't made an appearance in a while. He just needs to go ahead and come out. So Hoodie J is in full effect for the whole game, not just when needed. Jeffrey Miller, all the way from the Philippines. What's up, man? What's going on with you? Ken Monk in the building. What's up, Ken? Shout out to you, bro. What's going on with you, my man? All right, we got these Bills and these Commanders today. Bills are 1-1. Commanders are 2-0. Bills are favored by 5.5. They couldn't give my boys a touchdown? Really? Couldn't give us 6? Nah, I ain't even going front. Commanders are a sleeper team. Sam Howell's doing this thing. Robinson's out there. Yeah. So can't sleep on the Commanders. I think it'll be a good one. I think it's going to be a good one. Alexis says, I just simply cannot root for a team that can't settle on a name. Right? It's like buying a boat. Buying a boat with no name. You just can't do it, you know? You gotta put a name on that boat. You gotta put a name on that boat.
And who better to deliver a pep talk than my guy, Kyle Brandt? Nothing's fun in game.
All right. You know what I'm saying, Alexa? Like, you can't just be out on a boat and ain't got no name on it. Shout out to Forrest Gump. You can't have a boat with no name. I think I'll call it Jenny. Oh, let's go, Richard. Shout out to you, man. Let's go. Chris Hall says, if I was there, I'd rub your head for luck, buddy. Come on, Chris. Y'all already getting started with the shenanigans. I'm not a Buddha, my friend. I'm not a Buddha. Please don't rub my head. That is for the lady and the lady only. Bob says, hey, Jay, Wrench Gang, and Sports Family. Let's go. Shout out to you, Bob. Hey, how's those Chiefs going to do today? How are those Chiefs going to do today against the Bears? I think it's going to be a tough one. I think the Bears might surprise. I'm just joking. They're not going to surprise. What's up, Crispy? What's going on with you, man? Yeah, Chiefs are definitely gonna take the W. Furious Storm says it's the Washington football team. Commander Redskins non-binary. Oh my God. I am not saying all that. Hard 804 says ATL, bro. What's going on with you, man? Mess yourself, Chiefs all along. Chiefs, as long as they have Kelsey, they gonna win. Okay. Rich Smith in the house says, I grew up a Bills fan and moved to D.C. and had to watch Washington with Bills always blacked out. Bills 40, Washington 0. Sounds great. Shout out to you, Rich. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. D Senzo, what's going on, man? Yo, we back at it, bro. We are back at it. Sheila says, in all fairness, should have never taken their name away. Just ridiculous. Exactly. They created such like chaos, and it's like put the team in shambles, right? I feel like they don't even have an identity. To be honest, it just doesn't work. It's weird. Oh, we're the football team, and then we're the commanders, and what are you commanding? Right? They like feel better. It's like, oh, they have a commanding lead. Do you feel better then? It's weird. Hard 804 says Justin Fields, Pro Bowl. Of what? Of what, my friend? 76 viewers, 25 likes. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to get to 100 before kickoff. So make sure you're hitting that like, that thumbs up. It is much appreciated. We are well on our way to getting started. As far as the votes go, 46 votes, 72% for the Bills, holding it down as we prepare for kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Crispy says the Native American fans are saying the same thing. Exactly. They signed the petition to bring it back. They weren't even mad about it. I seen this video, I think it was like last year, where they went around asking, it was a guy dressed in a sombrero. And I guess he was like in like a Mexican like outfit or whatever. And don't beat me up. I know the name. It's just not there. I'm drawing a blank, but I know what it is. But he went around Mexico, and he was basically asking them if they felt disrespected or if they felt any way about it. And they're like, no, like it's, we think it's funny. So, and like, but they went to like I think it was like Harvard or one of those like top universities, and they asked all the kids, and they're like, oh yeah, it's disrespectful. It's cultural appropriation, and it's like, shut up. Shout out to Jeff King. What up, man? This probably should have polled American Indians too, to see if they're offended by the name. Definitely, we should see what they had to say too. What's up, Rebecca? Bills Mafia in the house. D10, so hey Leo, what up, man? Says Gold Lions. Decenzo J, so how often do you go incognito and don't wear your glasses? Depends if my eyes are bothering me or not for that day. Like, I only really take them off. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I only really put them on when my eyes are bothering me. And then sometimes it's weird. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'll just take them off because I'm just not feeling it. And then, yeah. But for the most part, when I'm working on a computer or I'm doing something that's as intensive as streaming, I throw on the glasses. So yeah. But then like when you guys see me like take them off and like rub my eyes sometimes, that means like my eyes are bothering me. So shout out to Mary Jo. Says best stream and chat on the planet. Let's go. Parent 78, it's a Care Bear Society, Jay. You know. You already know. Mesh yourself 49ers 3-0, baby. Let's go. I hope they win the Super Bowl 2024. They haven't won a Super Bowl champion since 94, so almost 30 years. Speaking of the Super Bowl, Usher Raymond. Usher will be your headliner for the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. How do you feel about that one? How do you feel about Usher? Mr. Yeah himself, headlining the Super Bowl. Some people were laughing about it. I put it up on Facebook. They were talking about it and laughing about it. I don't know. I'm not like, I just feel like they will always disappoint no matter who they choose for the Super Bowl. They will always disappoint. I really think they need to start like taking like actual like polls and like
appropriate
votes.
this nickel. Let's go Bills.
Shout out to you, Furious. I think they need to start taking actual like polls and votes, just like we do for like, the presidency. They need to start taking votes on the halftime show. Make like 4 solid options, right? And then let the people decide. You know? Shout out to Sarah. Says, honestly, I think Usher will be better than most of the recent ones. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. Shout out to Jody. What up, Jody? Yeah, we gotta see how he does. You know. Michael says, I've been hearing so much talk from Commanders fans. They third best in their own division. They are not better than the Cowboys or Eagles. Listen, when your team goes 3-0, you get to do all the talking that you want to do. That's how it goes. You know that. You know that's how it works. Sassy says, I don't know, but you maybe one that was banging in 97. Shout out to you, Sassy. Michael H says, Bills should send them a reminder today. They should. They definitely should. Without a doubt. Sheila says, I like Usher. Seen him twice, but not sure about the Super Bowl. But hope not Taylor Swift either. Would prefer Usher. Yeah. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into it. I just figured I'd let you guys know what's going on. TBE Trucking says, I got the Bills for the win, but the Commodores, not the Commodores, the Commodores will cover. Let's go. Colin Stewart says, I'm a Bills fan from Scotland. We wear tartan hats with ginger hair and have a laugh. Go Bills. Shout out to you, Collins, all the way from Scotland. International Bills Mafia in the house. Let's go. The real Cali G in the building says, ALJ, thanks for having a channel that welcomes all. Most def. That's what we're supposed to do. You know? So feel like, nah, Jay, just talk about one team and stay in a bubble. Stay there. No. We gonna welcome everybody. We a non-denominational sports church on YouTube. Non-denominational over here. All are welcomed. Okay? You could be over here rocking your Cowboys jersey, your Raiders jersey, your Chiefs, whoever on a Bills stream and pull up and have a good time and talk all your garbage and still be welcomed as long as you keep it respectful for the most part. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Parent 78, why you do a white guy voice? What do you mean? What are you talking about, Parent 78? What does that even mean? Shout out to Lenny. What up, Lenny? I'll tell you a quick story. It's kind of funny. So, some of you know my background, some of you don't. And it's really interesting because, you know, I'll get into these conversations with like certain people and I've heard it in the past and like, Jay, you sound, I'll just say it. You sound so white. And I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? Can a person not be educated? Can a person not sound educated because they are educated? Or do they have to have the white boy voice? Is that what it is? I mean, I grew up in the hood. Am I supposed to talk a certain way? Am I supposed to talk about I'm from my environment? Is that what I'm supposed to do? To fit the narrative? Does that work? Y'all gonna get me started today. Don't get me started today. Don't do it. Shout out to Jeff. Don't get me started today. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I've been all around the world. I lived in multiple states. I've lived in the hood. I've lived in the burbs. And guess what? At the end of the day, it's not about where you're from. It's about where you at. So there you go. G Young says, what up, Jay? Just because you're educated doesn't make you sound white. I feel you and understand your pain. They don't get it. Shout out to Manuel says, do you even read? Shout out to Manuel for bringing that up. Matter of fact, hold on. Yo, I gotta do it. It was like, we had this really, really crazy conversation the other night about reading. Shout out to Furious Storm says, yes, you're supposed to say, yeah, cut on gang, freedom boy. What? Stop it. I can't even do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It does not work. Parent 78 says, J stands for John. All right. All right, G Young says I came at the right time. Yes, you did, Brett. Yes, you did.
Describe what Marcellus Wallace looks like.
Let's go. Shout out to Bob. Says woohoo. Let's go Chiefs. All right. Michael H. I agree with that. Jay speaks like he has an education. That seems to be dissing right now. Listen, that's the problem with most people. I've had multiple conversations and all that kind of stuff. And when back in the day, that was one of the things that people used to pick on me for. Could you believe that? They used to pick on Jay because he spoke proper, because he had an education, because he could read. We had a conversation the other night. What was it about, ladies and gentlemen? For those who remember, what was it? If you want to know if somebody can read, have them pick up one of these. If you can see that. Have them pick up one of these. And if they can read, they'll be able to read this book right here. If they can really read, they can pick that up and not have any problems. Shout out to you guys. Don C, what up? Miss Diamond in the building. What's up, Miss Diamond? What's going on with you? Crispy says, what does that mean? How do people from Buffalo talk? Oh, man. Sheila says, people tell me I sound like a hillbilly, and I'm from Indiana. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the football talk. 187 viewers, 50 likes. We need 50 more to get to 100 before kickoff. Make sure you're hitting that like, that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. We got about 10, 15 minutes before kickoff, y'all. Kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Shout out to Kevin F. Mike Rock says salute. Salute to you, sir. Crispy says farmers. Yeah. John, what up, Jay? As always, thank you for the stream, my man. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo.
Good
Shout
morning,
out to you, John.
fam. Go Bill. Blue heart. Heart.
My man Amos coming through with the $10 super chat. Thank you for the $10 donation. Amos says, good morning, fam. Go Bills. Let's go. 357 in the house. Says, I'm late, but who else took some guilty pleasure watching Oregon do work? I was trying to forget about it. You want to go back there? I was trying to forget about it. Do you need anything? I'm okay, but thank you. All right. Perfect. Let's see here. What do we got? Ed Ryan says, Jay, one of the most articulate streamers I know. SMH, even though he a Bills fan. You know what? And that's why I rock with y'all. And that's why y'all rock with me. Because, you keep it real. Keep it real. That's why they come back. Because they hate me and they love me at the same time. It's crazy. It's crazy how that works. What's up, Chris Shea? What's going on with you, man? Charles says, don't get him riled up. You don't want that hoodie J. Charles, you know what time it is. You already know. Crispy says, you must be from the middle of the country. Jeffrey, any news on Von Miller? Supposedly, we're supposed to see him soon. Supposedly. Gian says, I get it all day at work, Jay. You're not alone. But see, Gian, the funny thing about it is they don't know. Like, Jay has a switch. You got to be able to adapt to your environment, right? If you're from the city, then you already know what it is. But guess what? Beyond YouTube, right? I also run a business. I'm not about to be talking to my clients like I'm from the hood, right? But when I go get my hair cut and I'm around that environment, guess what? You know what it is. But some people don't get that. It is what it is, though. Shout out to Steven, says, go Bills. Patty in the house. Mafia in the house. Let's go. D10, who do you have, Lions or Falcons? You ain't watched none of my prediction videos. I dropped 16 of them, sir. And I dropped a live stream. I'm going to need some of you to really, really, really rock with me. I'm not talking about the ultra loyal J fans. Some of y'all be asking me these questions, and I dropped the prediction videos a week ago. I'm going to start quizzing y'all. That's what I'm going to start doing. That's how I'm going to start doing my giveaways. I'm going to say a question from a video I put up a week ago, and guess what? Whoever has the answer on that specific moment during that question is going to be a part of winning the prize. And guess what? It ain't going to be no garbage. It's not going to be like a pencil or a bag or something like that, or a pen. It's going to be like signed jerseys, graded cards, cash money. So yeah, step your loyalty game up because I'm going hard this year. I'm going hard. Shout out to Nene. What up, Nene? What's going on with you? 357. Let's go. Parent 78. So barbers can't be educated? Stop it. Cut it out. What up, Benji? What's going on with you, my man? Molly says, go Bills. At JR, we love you from Buffalo. We talk properly. Hi, y'all. Shout out to you, Molly. Let's go. All right, y'all. All right. What else we got? Brian says, Bills by 11. Sasha says, yo, bro, how you doing? Let's go Buffalo. I'm good, Sasha. How you doing this Sunday? It's football Sunday. Fury should give away a copy of Madden. I got 3 of them. I can give away 1 or 2. I ain't giving away all of them, but I had to get the Madden cover Madden, or the Allen cover Madden. I had to get it. So I got 3 of those. But if y'all want, we can do a giveaway. I got 2 PS5s and 1 Xbox. So yeah. Jeff King says, unfortunately, in the world we live in, you need to be a chameleon at times. You know what time it is. All right. Let's get to it.
Went to practice on Friday, and the confidence the Commanders have is evident.
That's right, Andrew. These revamped and resilient Commanders believe they can contend with anyone, especially along their D-line, where they have a league-leading 10 sacks through the first 2 weeks. With Chase Young saying this could be a statement game against these Bills, not just with his matchup against Deion Dawkins, but the entire front four in their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback Sam Howell says while this Commanders team is still building their identity, they believe they could be one of the better teams in this league. But it's going to take more than confidence. It's going to take results. So Howell and company are looking forward to proving some things against these Bills today, Andrew.
AJ, thank you. After a heartbreaker in week 1, the Bills had a big bounce back last week against the Raiders. Josh Allen named AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Matt, what's the next step for Allen and this Buffalo offense?
Well, I think the next step is playing winning football week in and week out. He's got all the talent. He can make every play. But experience teaches you that there's lots of different ways to win in this league. It could be screens, it could be quick passes, but a lot of times it's the run game.
So Milano looking for some ribs today.
Had a really nice
barbecue
game,
on him.
100 yards for the first time in his career. And to me, the run game
sweet
travels, and that's
baby Rays on those ribs.
Wants to be there late in the year, and I think the run game is something they can count on. To me, I'd expect them with the wet weather to get
Ed
after
Ryan says Commanders will walk it off. Pick 6.
Defense did not travel last week. The Bills shut down Josh Jacobs.
Unbelievable.
Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard continue to grow as a linebacker duo.
Yeah, they're learning each other still. Just a few games next to each other, but the talent is there. These guys are explosive.
George Tucker, what up, man?
Sean McDermott's scheme, he puts a lot
What's going on with you, Cyril? Says, let's go, Redskins, get this W.
For this group, I'm excited to watch what this pairing can turn into.
I'm a big fan of the Stubbs barbecue sauce, too, if y'all don't know. If y'all know about Stubbs, check it out.
Washington aims for its first 3-0 start since 2005. Kickoff coming up on CBS.
All right, quick timeout commercial break as we prepare for these Bills and these Commanders, ladies and gentlemen. Cyril Everts, let's go Redskins. George Tucker, what's going on with you, my man? Hope you're feeling great. Hope you're doing better. Benji KC Masterpiece. I feel like that was like the old sauce back in the day. Won't do KC Masterpiece no more around these ways, my friend. It's Stubbs, sir. Stubbs or the Sweet Baby Rays. You know? That's when you're in the backyard with your open-toe sandals on. And you got the charcoal grill going, not the gas joint. Faded, what up, man? What's going on with you? Paris78 says, will you be concerned if the Bills lose? Why would I be concerned? We're going to win this game, my friend. Colin says, win the game, Buffalo, from a Steelers fan. Shout out to you. Famous Dave's Devils, never had it. Brady, what up, man? What's going on with you? Frederica coming through with the $10 super chat. Ric Flair, where you at?
What's good, JN the Wrench Gang? Woo, I'll catch you after my Ravens win.
Shout out to you, Frederica. I had the Ravens this week. Let's see if they keep that roll going. Shout out to you, Frederica. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Much, much appreciated. Good luck to your Ravens as well. G Young, sweet baby Ray's boss. Yes. Forest Green Craft Honey Barbecue. I've had it. It's okay. It's like a good third substitute for me, right? The Craft Honey Barbecue it's in the realm of the conversation, but that's not the one I'm choosing. All right. But yeah, we could definitely go ahead and get that one, on there as well. Mike LaBelle, how many runs do the Bills try today? I would like to see more Murray out there. I would like to see more Murray. I think he did way better than Cook. I'm just being honest. I like the way he hits the gap, runs through those walls. He could take a hit. So yeah. Mike says Buffalo 26, Washington 19. I like it. 357. Oh yeah, Stubbs in the fridge. Always. So now, do y'all when y'all buy the sauce, do you leave the sauce in the refrigerator or do you leave the sauce out? Because I know people that do both, and it's kind of weird. But I want to know in the chat who's doing what. Sean says, I hate barbecue sauce. You're missing out. Maybe you just ain't had the right sauce, Sean. I don't know what to tell you, my friend. Just to say you hate it, though, that's kind of serious. I don't know. Got to have a talk with your taste buds. Blow says, try Sweet Baby Tua's barbecue sauce. What? Is that a real thing? Yeah. Jeff King says, out. Manuel says fridge. Mike says fridge. Hard 804 Baby Ray's in the fridge. Okay.
Next on CBS.
Megan says in the fridge. Forrest says that ain't right. Brian says, forget all of y'all. I'm special. I only use dry rubs and charcoal. Okay, you guys are talking sauce and sauce this and Kraft and Sweet Baby that. I only use dry rub and cherry wood chips. Okay? Shout out to you, Brian. Brian trying to shut it down. He's like, I'm a grill master. Mike LaBelle says homemade fridge, pre-made out. Okay. Brian says barbecue sauce sucks. Now listen, you can say all right, you don't like it, but don't just be coming in here saying that barbecue sauce just completely sucks. Now you can say I don't like it, but it doesn't suck. That's like saying Frank's Red Hot sucks. You can't say that. You can be like, oh, I don't like it, or it's a little too hot for me, or I just don't like how tangy it is. But if you come around here and you say you don't like Frank Red Hot, or it sucks, you're going to get into a fight, my man. I'm just telling you, don't come around these ways saying that kind of stuff. It's like, I hate blue cheese. Come around here and say that and see what happens. I'm just saying. I'm trying to save y'all from the problems when y'all come around Western New York. I'm just keeping it real with you. Say you hate beef on weck around here, then see what happens. Shout out to Lisa for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Lisa. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, come around here and say you hate beef on weck and see what happens. Let me know what kind of conversation goes on after that. Lisa says, hey, yo. What's up, Lisa?
We send it down to A.J. Ross.
Andrew, it's been alternating between a mist and a steady light rain, and with close to an inch and a half of rain falling across the DMV area over the last 24 hours. Grounds crews here at FedEx kept a tarp over this
James
grass
Bottoms, what's up, man?
all the way up through warm-ups this morning around 10:15 a.m. Both Josh Allen and Sam Howell say they're used to the elements. They aren't worried about wearing gloves or getting some extra grip on the ball, but both coaching staffs say they'll make adjustments accordingly with this weather, and wind might also be a factor, guys.
AJ, thank you. Washington won the toss.
Jeff King put it on everything. Lisa says, I'm mid-flight. Shout out to you, Lisa. I got you on the plane. We good. Lisa's on the plane watching the J Channel mid-flight. We made it, y'all. We made it. Here we go. We have kickoff, ladies and gentlemen. Bills will get the ball first. And here we go.
With Josh Allen, who after the 4-turnover performance,
Niall M, what up, man? I got you on the train horn.
Back in a big way against the Raiders a week ago. 31 out of 37 for 3 touchdowns and no interceptions.
Yeah, and it was a steady diet of getting the ball out of his hand quickly, exposing the flats.
All right, here we go.
Of the Raiders last week, but also the run game. James Cook in the
first
run game
and 10.
Yards last week.
Allen and company.
That today with the conditions.
Cook is the starting running back on first down.
Quick throw to Dalton, and he's going to get wrapped up to loss of a yard.
Brings him down. Ken Dorsey, the offensive coordinator for Buffalo, and we asked him about his right tackle.
Shout out to Quentin Lackey for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Quentin. Welcome to the channel, as well as Mike Mack for subscribing. Shout out to both of you guys. Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, they had a lot of
2nd and 11 after that loss of a yard. Kincaid got wrapped up pretty fast.
So the influence is there, but it's going to be a little bit harder.
Here we go.
Front 4 here in Washington. All 4 of those guys are studs.
A loss of 1 on first down. They give this one to
Allen, handoff to Cook. He goes nowhere. I don't like the play calling already. I do not like the play calling already, ladies and gentlemen. 3rd and 10. I do not like it.
It's not just rushing the passer. He can slip blocks, and he's aggressive towards the ball carrier, whoever that might be.
3rd and 10.
This Washington defense with 10 sacks in the first 2 games. The front 4 has been bringing the heat. Let's see what they do on 3rd down and 10. 4-man
Allen
with
for wideout.
Now he steps up.
Allen's going to step up. He's going to run. He's got space. First down. Let's go, Allen! Let's go. First down, Bills.
Josh Allen.
Well, this is the X factor right here for Josh Allen. You have very good pass protection up front. We've talked about this ad nauseum in the open and all of these things of how they're going to deal with it. Well, when you play man coverage behind it and you have good pass protection, Josh Allen can make you pay. Really good start for this Buffalo Bills.
1st and 10.
Front 4, front 5, going against this Commanders front 4.
And Josh Allen told us we have to find running lanes against that front 4, and that includes me.
Little fake, and that goes to Davis. He's going to lose about 3.
On the tackle. Here's a look at that defensive lineup for the Commanders. Up front,
Michael, this is Jay. I think this will shock you. I've changed my opinion on the NFC North. The Packers are winning the division.
Has 3 sacks in the first 2 games.
Yeah, Deron
You're a believer in Jordan that much, huh?
22, now 23 tackles for a loss
through
last year. So 22 and 23. It's the most
2nd and 12
tackle in the entire NFL.
Jack Del Rio, the Washington defensive coordinator. On 2nd and 12. Allen.
Snap is off. Allen, quick throw.
And Kincaid with his 2nd catch, but
Kincaid will get maybe 4 on that one. 3rd down.
Makes the tackle.
One of the things the Buffalo Bills have been seeing in the first 2 weeks of the season is a lot of split safety, a lot
David
of
Clark
high
is just
shell
where
coverage,
Dorsey
and
needs to respond to the D.
A lot of this underneath passing. It's forced Josh Allen to stay patient.
I feel like
He's done a nice job,
he needs to really understand how to make adjustments
but he really excelled
and
last
not
week
just
doing it. We'll see if he can
stay
stay
on
patient
the game plan.
as the game
Make
progresses.
adjustments as the game goes on when you need to, not when it gets bad, not when everyone's freaking out.
3rd down and 8.
3rd and 8. Allen pressured, throws deep, caught. Let's go, Diggs!
Emmanuel Forbes makes the
Let's go.
By Allen to back high and find his
Shout out to
favorite target,
Geneva.
a 30-yard
What's up, Geneva?
gain.
Well, they talk in their offense all the time about scramble rules, and Josh Allen loves to extend plays. Stephon Diggs right here stops. He's got a curl route. Throws his hand up, takes it deep. And we talked to Gabe Davis about this yesterday. He said, listen, Josh is one of those guys. You don't just run back to him or run to the sideline. You might be 40, 50 yards down the field and you're still in the play.
1st and 10.
What a huge explosive play for the Buffalo Bills right there.
Bills at the 30.
Longest catch of the season for Diggs.
Fake to
And
Cook.
wide open is
Quick
Knox
throw.
with a flag down on the play.
There's a
Dawson
flag,
Knox
but there was
picks
a
up
wide
the first
open
down.
Knox,
But let's see
so
what the
this
penalty
first down
marker
may be
is.
called back.
Looked like Washington may have jumped early. Our referee
Maybe not.
today is
Maybe
Lane
Bill's getting a
Clark.
break. Offsides on the defense. Let's go. Let's go.
You know, the one way you could take advantage of this elite defensive front for Washington is the misdirection play. You get them moving one way. They're very aggressive coming after the quarterback. It leaves sometimes those drag routes underneath wide open.
Bills have scored 6 red zone
1st and 10
touchdowns
now
so
at the
far this year.
19.
That's tied for the most in the NFL. In the red zone here on 1st down and 10.
Refs don't give Bills a break. Allen drops back. He's got time. Throws to the middle. That's going to be broken up. Knox almost had the touchdown.
Had the coverage.
This is good of a throw you could make if you're
Great throw by Allen, without a
This
doubt.
ball
In
actually
traffic.
hits Dawson Knox in the hands, as crowded as that is. He snuck
Oh,
that
you got to
thing
bring
right
that in,
underneath
Knox.
the
That's a
defender.
touchdown. You got to reel that in.
Anticipation by Josh Allen. That's amazing.
That's excellent coverage.
Oh,
He puts it in the only
you got to
spot
reel that one in, Knox.
that they can make a play on it. And you wonder if just maybe
2nd and 10.
ball, some of that stuff we're going to see today, if that wasn't a factor right there.
Paul Martinez.
First incompletion for Allen as Cook has it.
And Cook's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the run. 3rd and 10.
That last 3rd and long, we saw the
Chris TV,
Commanders
Diggs or
get to a
Davis?
cover 0.
Davis.
There's no help
Michael
in the middle
H. J.,
of the
what do you
field.
think of
Once you
Oregon?
get scramble rules and cover 0, Matt, it's backyard football.
That's a long time to cover. If you're one of the
You know,
DBs for the Commanders,
Furious, you got to let those go. Furious,
you might be
those are
talking to
fine.
Jack Del Rio on the sideline
You got to
after
let
saying,
those
"Hey, man, maybe something
stand.
else."
You're encroaching on the freedom of speech on the channel, Mark. But Michael H., I mean, it is what it is, man. People are going to say they needed to be humble, but at the end of the day, as Allen throws that one away, they basically had to go out there and, actually beat a team that was worthy, and they couldn't get it done.
Well, to me, Tiki, you talked about a cover
they
0.
couldn't get
They
it done.
Pretty good pass protection up front. Chase Young uses that inside move, which is going to create problems for the Bills all day. A wise throwaway, though.
So it's going to lead to a field goal on this 4th and 9.
The first 2 weeks of the season. That's a winning decision right there. Throwing the ball away, giving yourself a chance.
Shout out to you, JJ.
A 36-yard attempt for Tyler Bass.
Pass kick is up. It is good. And Bills get on the board first, 3-0, ladies and gentlemen.
To go in the first, it's 3-0 Buffalo.
Quick shout out to Amos, as at least the Oregon's coach has 10 toes. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. Just like you said, Jeff, I really feel like we needed to get a touchdown this first drive, not a field goal. Because people don't realize, all right, you come down, you get a field goal. That's actually more motivation for the defense on the other side. You need to get that touchdown because the touchdown is what keeps your momentum. Now, right, if the Commanders get in a good groove, they get their offense going, they come down and score, they're already ahead of you. So you got to get that touchdown on the opening drive. Granted, 3-0. I did expect this to be a good game. We're in a timeout, ladies and gentlemen. 9 minutes, 29 seconds left in the first quarter as we take a quick timeout commercial break. Text someone who's like, it's over. It's over. What's going on with you, Paul? Shout out to you, bro. Banking on money, they have not. They have not had a possession yet. Nini says, yes, touchdowns are exactly what we need. 100%. What's up, Axel? Shout out to you, man. My man E. Capone coming through with the $5 super chat.
Buffalo Mafia.
Shout out to you, E. Capone. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Where we at, Bills Mafia? We are here. That's where we at. Timo, LA or Cincy? Rams. I'm just not feeling Burrow right now.
Franchises met in Super Bowl 26, a 37-24 Washington victory. Since that Super Bowl in Minnesota, the Bills have won 8 of the last 9 meetings between these two. It is alumni weekend here in Washington.
Trader.
Over 150
What are you talking about? Go
back.
Timo, you're another one. Go watch the prediction videos.
That Super Bowl
16 of them.
Darryl Green came
and you
earlier.
missed the live.
The legend. Said he's just heart.
What are we doing here? Why do you have a wrench next to your name,
He came
sir?
and said, I'm just a guy. I'm like, no, you're not.
I'm at to start.
I idolize you.
I'm going to start making some changes.
Opening drive field goal for the Bills.
Jay, who are you
First time
going
this
for?
season,
You got a
they
whole
scored
wrench
points on
next
their
to your
opening
name.
drive.
Really?
Now Antonio Gibson is back deep to receive the kick from Tyler Bass. Still a very light rain falling, and the wind is down, which is Matt Ryan told us earlier is the bigger factor when it comes to weather. Between wind and rain, we'd much rather have the rain than the wind. Gibson on the return.
Gibson got space. He'll get to the 27.
On the tackle for Buffalo after a 27-yard
David Clark
return.
says, you're a little feisty today, bro. Yeah.
Making his
The Bills is playing. And I got the hoodie on. This is what y'all wanted, right? Y'all wanted Hoodie J. I'm giving you Hoodie J. You're like, man, Jay's different right now. You forgot what the hoodie was? Is that what happened?
He's going to make some mistakes. We talked to EV.
First and 10 for these Commanders. Here we go.
Sometimes I got to realize that
Here
he probably hasn't seen a lot of this, so you got to excuse him and just let him grow.
On first down, they run it with Brian Robinson right into
Robinson handoff, breaking tackles. He'll get about 7 yards on the carry.
Drive, a 7-yard run for Robinson.
2nd and 3.
Washington operating today for offensive coordinator Eric
what to do.
Bieniemy.
You know what to do.
Logan Thomas. He suffered a concussion
Shout out
on
to
the touchdown catch in Denver
Macho
a week
Man
ago, and
Randy
he is
Savage.
out today.
What are you going to do when Jay puts his hoodie on?
Trusting Sam Howell, being aggressive, and at the same time understanding, like you mentioned, Tiki.
Trey, what are we doing here? All right, here we go. 2nd and 3. That got me riled up. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. Quick
Snap
pass.
is off. Quick throw. It's going to be caught. That's a first down for the Commanders.
First catch today, and Terrell Bernard makes
What's up,
the
Jimbo?
tackle.
What's going on with you, man?
Interesting chat with Sean McDermott yesterday, who now calls the defensive plays for Buffalo. And he said that just being in the meeting room a little bit more has given him the ability to have a closer pulse on the team. And Greg Rousseau told us yesterday he feels like he's talked to McDermott more just because now Sean's in those defensive
I got the Bucks.
more than he was
I took the
maybe
Bucks as
as
well.
the head coach. Robinson, another nice
Robinson,
run.
nice
Milano
little
on the
run.
I think it's
As
one
he
of the
gets
things
about
that
5 yards,
humanizes
it'll
Sean
be
to the
2nd and
players.
5.
A lot of times as a head coach, there's a lot of administering that you have to do, a lot of organizing that you have to do.
Sean
but
Weiss
you're
is
not
telling
around the
Jay.
players on the day-to-day. And
Tell
I think for these guys to get a feel
Michael
for what
A's
his
Bears are going to get
personality's
cooked today.
Hear the
Listen,
whys behind
I made like
what we're
just a
installing
playful
on 2nd and
scenario.
6
Like,
here, 2nd and
what
5.
if
Why
like
we're
in this
calling
magical
certain
world,
things. I think it
the
frees you
Bears
up
could
and
figure
helps
out a
you
way
as
to
player.
win?
Well, look,
It would
everything
literally
in life,
shut
business,
everything
sports,
down.
It's all relationships.
NFL would be
And the more you
done
work
for
on
the
the
day.
relationships,
Like,
the
it'd
easier
be
it is to
absolutely
work together.
crazy if
You're
they
not
did.
going to like each other all the time, but you got to know each other.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. Howell looking for McLaurin.
Howell
and
throws.
Kennedy
That's
for a
easy
first
catch.
down. Made the catch right in front of Tre'Davious White.
Come on, White. Do better than
For
that.
Washington.
Well, this is nice.
As McLaurin
back
gets
shoulder
it, that's
catch
another
right here
Commander's
for
first down.
McLaurin. And a lot of contact, but that's feeling out early. You're going to feel out how the refs are going to call this game, how much you can use your hands and how much you can use your body.
Yeah, I got to believe that Sam Howell, if they're going to
shout out to you, Mary, coming through with the $8 donation.
He's going to continue.
Thanks for streaming, Jay. Always rocking with you.
Many different kinds of ways.
And you are streaming no matter who's on locally. Shout out to you, Mary. Thank you for the support.
Play
Much
fake.
love.
Howell fires over the middle. He's got a man. That's
Another
Cole
easy
Turner to the
throw.
25-yard line.
Better
20-yard
defense,
pickup
Bills.
for Turner.
Better
That's a
defense.
long catch for the second-year tight end.
Such a great play design here. Cole Turner, who started here on the near side, just works to the middle of the field, breaks it back out slightly into that window. The zone behind him, Sam Howell, who we've seen multiple times. I call it a kiss. He'll stay in there and let that defensive tackle kiss him, but that ball is coming out. It's going to come out on time.
And I think it's one of
First
the things
and
that
10.
settles you as a quarterback, one of those early hits.
Howell back to the air. Nobody
Ow.
there.
Pressure.
Howell in trouble.
He's going to go down. That's a sack.
And
Let's
Oliver
go.
takes him down. Daquan Jones had him low. Oliver finished it off for a 9-yard loss.
But this is the downside to Sam Howell in his youth. He'll hold the ball too long. In this situation, just get it to your check down.
Yeah, watching them, throughout the first 2 games of the season, to me, I think they've given up 10 sacks, 10 or 11 sacks.
Now 11.
And now 11. And so half of them, to me, were on Sam Howell. And it's just holding the ball on, just a little too long, or knowing
Russo
where you
looked
get it
great
out,
on
your
that
hot
play
route
as well.
is, just dumping that thing out. I
Creating
think that's
all
something
kinds
he'll
of
clean
chaos.
up as he gains
Second
more
and
experience.
18.
They give this
Pushing
snap
back
to
some
Oliver.
more.
Howell nowhere to go again, trying to escape. He
And
can't.
Howells loses another yard.
Terrell Bernard was
Good
able to come
defense,
across and
Bills,
bring Howell
stepping it
down.
up.
I think
Bernard.
the other thing that he's going to learn is, sacks are one thing, but sacks
Shout out
at
to
this
VP
specific
versus
spot of the
PJ.
field,
Much love.
around
Glad
that
you're on
40
today.
to
I'm finishing
30-yard
up
line,
with
knock
church.
you out of field goal range. It makes
With
it
the
tougher
church
on
lesson,
the
then I'll be with you,
and so
family.
in a
Shout out to you,
situation like
VP
this
Hammer.
where they have an
Let me
RPO,
know what the
whether you
word
like the out route that
of
they're
the day
looking at
was.
there or not,
What was the
the
word
ball
of the
has to
day?
come out. If it's not there,
And what did
it's
you
at his
guys
feet
learn?
or it's over his head.
Yeah, RPO, meaning if you're going to
Shout out to Josh Hawkins.
You're not going to hand it off. You can still just get 3 yards. You're not worried about 8 or 9 or 10. Just get the 3 that you're sacrificed by not running.
Third
Sack.
and 19. Pressure.
Third and long. Howell
Get there.
intercepted.
Quick throw. Picked off. Let's go.
Second straight week with an interception for the Buffalo linebacker, and the Bills take over.
Bernard with the pick. And he's been stepping up for the past couple weeks.
This again is
Let's
Sam
go,
trying to
Bills.
do a little bit too much.
Let's go.
He's got more time on this
Shout out to
drop back.
Furious Storm with the $2
Sam
super
gotta
chat.
realize that when you got sinking
Shout out to you,
linebackers and
Furious
both
Storm.
of
Thank
these
you for the
guys can
support. Thank you
put
for the
their
love.
hands
Thank you
on
for
it,
the donation.
you can't throw it.
As Bernard gets that pick, Bills will take over 3-0 after the interception. Timeout, commercial break. 4 minutes, 39 seconds left in the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. So we take a quick timeout, commercial break. Didn't someone say something about Washington in the Super Bowl? I thought I just seen that in the chat. Super Bowl what? Of food? Super Bowls of chili? Is that what we're talking about? Because they ain't going to the NFL Super Bowl, my friend. Thinking, what's up, man? Says, what's going on, Bills Mafia? You just earned a subscription from a fellow Bills fan. Shout out to you, man. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. What's up, Carter? Duella in the house says, let's go, Bills. Let's go. Jeff King says, Chad Henne is a smart man. Doesn't want to get hurt at 38 years old. O-line isn't the greatest. Yeah, once you're past 35, getting hit out there isn't probably the best thing. Tom Starr says Jets should talk Fitzpatrick out of retirement. Why not? Go get Andrew Luck. Bring him back too. Parent78, did you email Immortal? I did not. I will most likely do that today. I said that if I didn't see him by Sunday, that I would try to get a hold of him. So yeah, I'm going to email him, see what's going on. Florida man says Washington 31, Buffalo 30. All right. What's up, Nancy? Says love thy neighbor as yourself. Happy Sunday, Nancy. Ray Grant says, hit the like. Yeah, hit the like, ladies and gentlemen. What are we at right now? We've got 330 in the house, 147 likes. Next goal is 150. We just need 3 more, ladies and gentlemen. So make sure you hit that like, hit that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you all for rocking with your boy Jay today. Sunday football, your Bills and the Commanders. As we get to this timeout. Yeah, call up Johnny Manziel, too. As Ed Ryan says, these Bills are setting you up for disappointment. Trust. Ed Ryan, you better hope your Chiefs beat the Bears, because if they lose, that will be the conversation of the week. The whole week. Like from now to Sunday.
And the Las Vegas Raiders both ran the ball a significant amount of time. They didn't have sack opportunities.
First and 10
2 early ones here
for these Bills.
Buffalo will start this drive at the 16-yard line. Allen to the air.
Allen has plenty of time. Throws. Broken up. That was to Diggs. Incomplete.
This is a good job by St. Juice. Staying with Stephon Diggs. Not getting too turned, but then he gets his hand back inside here to knock that thing away. Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen are 2 of the best in the league at these comebacks and these curls and things. We're coming back to the ball of getting that thing in his body, making a guy miss, and picking up an extra 15 yards.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Hand off to Cook, up the middle, he's got some room.
Cook, up the middle, nice space, nice run, 7 yards on the carry.
Run. It'll make it 3rd and short as we take a look at the next
Wallstar, what up, man?
Powered by AWS, and a closer look at James Cook.
Yeah, he's been running against really clean.
Abdul Gaines says, fellow Buffalo native, currently residing in Irving, Texas. Let's get this win, Jay. Shout out to you, man.
For you as a
Let's
rusher.
go.
Also
Bills Mafia in the house.
You know why Josh Allen's been throwing it so much. They've been seeing a lot of
Jay Zan, Sunday night, Raiders and Steelers. Raiders and Steelers. Allen's going to roll out, quick throw. It's going to be caught by Diggs, and that is a first down.
So already Buffalo is 3 for 4 on its 3rd down conversions here in the opening quarter.
Yeah, this is a little bit of a mismatch. You got Diggs on a linebacker. He just runs a quick return route here. The relationship between
all right, what do we got?
Diggs
what do we got for
Josh Allen it's innate.
Scores around the
Here's
lead.
Chase Allen on
Saints
Dawkins.
7, Green Bay 0.
Dawkins, that was great job by Dawkins there.
Texans 7, Jacksonville 0.
All day long. Allen
Interesting.
First down, dumps it off. It was deflected at the line and
Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10. New England 3, Jets 0. Miami 14, Broncos 0, and it's
Josh
just
Allen's
the
had
first
good
quarter.
numbers in his career against Washington. First time he's
Oh,
played
my
here in
stomach
Washington,
bubbling.
but 2 games back in Buffalo, 7 total touchdowns. No
What is
interceptions.
going on with Wilson,
And
man?
2 years
14
ago,
to 0.
358 yards and 4
Browns 3,
touchdowns.
Titans 0, and Baltimore 7. Indianapolis 0. Those are scores
Second
around
down
the league.
10.
2nd and 10 for these Bills right now.
Here's Cook.
As Cook tries to get it going, that's going to be a gain of maybe 2 yards.
It's
3rd
third
down.
down and long.
Seems like a big, 3rd down, at least early on, if you're Washington, right? You've got a chance to pin your ears back. We've talked a lot about their front four and their ability to rush
I got
the
some
passer.
stuff going on, bro.
But for one of these guys, this is a spot on the field. You can really change field position.
3rd
Give
and
your
8.
Offense after a turnover, a chance to have a shorter field to go down and put points on the board. See if they decide to pressure here with the two blitzers in the double A gaps right here.
Let's see what Ken Dorsey dials up. Pressure's coming from Washington. Allen
Pressure
picks it
from
up,
everywhere.
throws,
Allen looks, throws. Oh, it's too high
Percy
to
Butler
Diggs.
nearly had an interception
Listen, that
on
was
the
great
play.
defense. Allen had limited time to
Yeah, they
get
go
that
with
ball
what they
out.
call a little
Threw it
coffee
just
house
a little
blitz. I don't know
high.
why they call it a coffee house blitz,
And,
but it's a delayed
unfortunately, it's
blitz,
gonna lead
right?
to a
They
punt.
act like they're dropping out, and then they come back in, and it usually
So
throws
couldn't
the offensive line
capitalize
and
on
the
the
running back
pick.
off. But this is a
But
throw,
Diggs,
it's just in this situation.
I
I'd
think
like
you
to
got to
see
bring
Josh
that
Allen
one
start
down,
to throw some of
Diggs.
those away.
Yeah.
I know he's been
I know it was a little
really
high,
good
but
extending and being
it
aggressive.
hit you on both your
It
hands.
just seemed unnecessary.
You got to bring that thing
Sam
down.
Martin punting away to Jamison Crowder, who backtracks. What a punt by Martin will be too much. That goes in the end zone. What a boot by Sam Martin. A 70-yard punt, but they'll bring it out to the 20 when we come back.
had
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Liz says you need to get a Bills Stampede sound. I think I can do that. I can do it. I'll look one up for next week. Shout out to you, Liz. Sean Murphy says Miami sucks. I mean, they're up 14-0 right now, and they've been doing pretty good. So we can't do that, my friend. Timeout, commercial break. As the Commanders will get the ball back. Strong defense. I'm not gonna deny that at all. But once again, these little inconsistencies from the Bills are what's slowing us down. And I'll be honest, you don't want to have these kind of consistencies with a team like the Commanders. Because this is the kind of stuff that get exposed when you go up against the Cowboys, go up against the 49ers team. It's just the reality of it. Chris says we need the Undertaker bell sound bit. Okay. Legendary Pest Control says found you. Shout out to you. Lex said that'll be cool. Yeah. We'll work it out. I'll look it up and then work it out. Forrest says Diggs claims he is him. Catch the ball. That's what I'm saying. That's always been my thing. Like, if the ball hits your hand like this, both hands, and it goes through, you should have caught that ball. So, yeah. E. Capone says they still suck, Jay. All right, I mean, hey, all right. Jeff says I got to get a little geek credit in Miami. Looks like his coaching be golf, not football, but props to him and them. Yo. Eric says, Jay, my son wants to know, when are you going through a table? You know, I think there's an age limit for who's jumping through tables. I'm just being real with y'all. There's an absolute age limit for who's jumping through tables, and I think I've crossed that threshold. All right? Like, I'll jump over a table, but through one right now, I'm not. You know, and I'm Bills Mafia for life, but I think I've passed the threshold of jumping through a table. I don't want to be in the hospital for a week.
A lot of Bills fans, as always,
shout out to Forrest. Why break a good table?
Washington with renewed optimism with a new owner and Josh Harris and a 2-0 start.
He's a habitual
quite an environment as Eric Bieniemy looks at his play call sheet.
Marion says, "Yo, Jay, I see why you trust Gabe over Diggs." All right, here we go. Commanders 1st and 10.
Handoff. This is Robinson up the middle, and he gets a yard. But Matt, looking at that interception by Bernard,
get a yard on the run.
You see this Buffalo defense, there's a lot of similarities to the Carolina defense that you faced so many times with Ron Rivera and Sean McDermott.
And I can empathize with Sam Howell here. I threw plenty of picks to these linebackers. Luke Kuechly right there taking it away from me. But you see Milano dropping into coverage last week. Listen, this was a gift. Or 2 weeks ago, excuse me, a gift. We're throwing right to him. But they fly around. Thomas Davis is circled right here.
Yeah,
and they're all over the field. And that's what I really believe, you know, Bernard and Milano can do. They can cover space in zone coverage. And Sean asked them to do that a lot.
2nd and 9 to the outside, incomplete.
With throw incomplete.
Dotson. NFL Today update. Here's JB and Phil Simms.
Two teams looking for their first win. Yes, they are.
I think they were saying within either this, not this week, but
from 3 yards out, it puts the Chargers up
week after
7-0 over Minnesota. Back to the law firm of Andrew.
Stroud looks good so far.
And AJ.
I don't think you want us representing.
I'm interested to see Jacksonville being
3rd
down.
down and 9. By the way, we had to dig very deep in the archives to find an interception that Matt
3rd and 9.
in his career. Howell chased in
pressure,
and down he goes.
And he goes down. Big sack. Let's go, Bills. Defense.
In the first quarter.
Right on cue, talking about these linebackers and all that they can do for this Buffalo defense, whether it's dropping into coverage, whether it's rushing the quarterback. They send Bernard here on a linebacker pressure, and he comes through clean. But his ability to close, that's the thing that has jumped off the tape to me in the first 2 weeks of the season.
Bernard is out there
ability to
balling,
close at the end of plays, whether it's tackles, diving for interceptions. He's got incredible burst at the end of plays.
Bills have as many sacks this quarter as they did the entire first 2 games of the season.
4th and 19. Commanders will punt.
The punt from Tressway.
Kick
Good
is
punt from
off.
Way. Hardy drifts to the 31-yard line. There is a flag down. Hardy's got some space across midfield.
We'll bring it back to the 45, but there is a flag
down. The penalty marker is after a 23-yard return by Deontay Hardy.
Carter says, "Are you kidding? Let's go, Commanders." All right. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not dancing on the table. I'm not doing it.
The left guard.
It's not for me.
Team.
It's not for me at all. First 3 games so far, Shroud subbed him for a Rich as he was the best available. From what I've seen from Shroud, once again, he was another quarterback that needed to develop.
10-yard penalty will be added at the end of the play.
But, you know,
that's on
that
David
Texas
Mayo.
team
So
is
good
building that
field
offense
position
around
for
him, and I
Buffalo
think,
with 47 seconds remaining
you know,
in the first
he
quarter.
should be
Return,
decent.
Penalty yardage added. You're just out 15 yards from the red zone. Couldn't have dialed it up any better for the Buffalo Bills. We keep talking about this linebacking core, Matt Milano and Terrell Bernard. Those guys are the impact players on this Bill defense right now.
We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from AT&T.
Quick 30-second timeout. 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Scores 3-0. Bills in great position now to actually get the touchdown, so we'll see how this goes. Axel says, "What is your Super Bowl prediction?" I mean, I gotta give you my bias. I mean, it's you're gonna be like, Jay, you're biased. I mean, the reality is, obviously, I want my Bills to go, so it'd be Bills and the 49ers. Allen versus Brock Purdy. And someone is fuming that I just said that, but that's fine. Get over it.
Second down.
I like
Get
second
over
down.
it.
I think everybody in the league, everybody
First
in
and 10 for the
football
Bills.
at any level, you know, takes these shots after a short field, after a turnover. I always like, you know, running
up,
the
Mary
football,
Jo?
seeing what you can get on first down, and then being aggressive on that second down if you have a positive first play.
They fake it to Diggs. Allen steps up. There's the shot. Looking
Allen
deep
deep
for
throw. That's going to be caught. Touchdown! Gabe Davis! Let's go! Let's go!
Ken Dorsey
Jay, why do you trust Davis over Diggs? Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There you have it.
Looks like he's running a go.
Beautiful route. Beautiful catch. Making it look easy.
Yeah.
Easy.
It's a pylon, they call it a pylon route. Yeah. You know, you're running to either that front pylon or the back pylon. But in cover 2, there's that big void between the corner who's rerouting and the half-field safety. To me, it's poor coverage and just a wide open chance for poor coverage because they're running
Extra point up and good.
Single high look and the middle safety's trying to get out to the side.
Bills lock it in 10-0 after the extra point, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Quick shout out to Sassy coming through with the $5 super chat. Thank you for the $5 donation, Sassy. Thank you for the support. Much love. It is appreciated. Jeff King says, and here we go. Great start for the Bills. 10-0. I would like to see some things cleaned up, but the defense has been keeping things at bay and making up for any issues that there have been on offense. So I like it. And Allen throwing that TD to Gabe. And I got both on my fantasy squad. Let's go. I got Allen, and at my QB, I got Gabe and at wide receiver. So guess what? Who's getting beat down this week? Roxy's Gladiators getting cooked. And he's got Lawrence. Oh, yeah, I got this one in the bag. Let's go. Shout out to Furious Storm coming through. Says Davis all day. Bills Mafia. Shout out to you, Furious Storm. Thank you for the $2 donation. Thank you for the support as well, my friend. Ric Flair, where you at? There it is. Carter says, a great Commanders are going to lose. Well, listen, you know, that's what happens when you have the inflated, 2-0, 3-0.
Davis all day Bills Mafia.
Just like what's going to happen with those Cowboys when they go up against the real team. They might even get beat by them Cardinals. Can you imagine the jerseys that will get burned if the Cowboys lose to the Cardinals? I'm just saying.
Gabe Davis with the touchdown on the previous play, but you're going to watch Derek Forrest right here. They're trying to disguise cover 2. He starts in the middle of the field. And when Gabe Davis takes off, he's going to run and cover this second half. But you see his hips. He turns to run and panics, and there's nobody in that left corner of your screen. Beautiful design. And I really like Ken Dorsey thinking they're going to get a shell
right
coverage
the
there, and calling a design play to attack the shell coverage. It's a great way to be aggressive.
Shout out to Amos for the $5 donation. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the $5. Who do you think is going to win, Jay?
Captain before
Come
the
on
season
now.
was an incredible honor for him.
Come
Something
on.
he takes very seriously. And
You know, Bills Mafia.
his
We got
second
it.
Touchdown of the season in the first
It
3
should be
games.
red and
Well,
blue
thing
in
I
the
loved
chat
about
if
it,
you
he said he
rocking
earned
with
it.
the Bills.
You know, and I like hearing that from
Mafia.
a guy. You went out and you earned that.
Touchback.
Let's
It's
go.
raining a little bit harder, and we're sorry, AJ.
Well, guys, on September 7th, the
So
Washington
who do you think is
Commanders
gonna win?
Charitable
Jay,
Foundation hosted
smiley
an
face.
after-school event at the Boys and Girls Club of Washington, D.C. in partnership
Richard,
with
yeah.
Irvin Magic
Yeah,
Johnson.
well, you know.
After speaking to about 200 D.C.
I decided
public school
to,
students, Magic concluded the event
I decided to
by
keep it
presenting
PG for that one.
a $50,000 donation to the Boys and
I
Girls
could've
Club
went all in,
on
but,
behalf of the Commanders. And Magic
You know how it goes.
just has that magic appeal everywhere he goes. With kids and this greater D.C. community, this
Steve
was a
says
heartfelt
one shot down.
moment for them, and here
Cheers
he is
to
with
you,
his
my
lovely
friend.
wife, Cookie. New ownership here in the area has definitely had a new effect on the city, guys.
Yeah, we saw him pregame. He is here
Al
in the
goes
building,
for
and
it
Howell
all, and that'll be
drops
caught.
on
Big
the
play
to Curtis
for the
Samuel.
Commanders. Samuel.
Big play of 37 yards.
I love this.
37
Sam Howell has done
yards.
this the entire season so far.
See,
Responded
you cannot
from
let up
mistakes,
just when you
responded
think
from inopportune plays, but they get one-on-one
nothing's
coverage.
going to happen.
and
You
they
get a
decide to
big
go
play like
deep.
that.
Puts a nice ball
And
out
it
there,
puts
too.
them in good
Taking
position to
advantage
do
of Christian
something.
Benford in one-on-one coverage,
Samuel,
man-to-man coverage.
37 yards.
That might be the momentum shift that Sam needs. As a young player, you need a good play every once in a
Yo,
while to
Jay,
get you
the
going.
Dolphins
And
are
you need to
scaring me
answer
right now.
when a team
They make me a
gets
little
up
bit
on 10
nervous.
at home as quickly as they did.
Why do they make you
That
nervous?
is the final play of the first quarter. After one,
playing
Buffalo
the
10,
Broncos.
Washington 0. You're watching the NFL.
You really worried
on
about
CBS.
the Dolphins? As we get to the end of the first quarter, quick timeout, commercial break. Scores 10-0. Bills Mafia holding it down. He says, I'm afraid. I'm scared. Well, I'm here to tell you that we're not worried about the Dolphins because they're beating the Broncos, ladies and gentlemen. We are the Bills Mafia. Timeout. Commercial break. Berg says, bro, what's going on with King Henry? Three games in, already looking gassed. I've been having this whole theory about him in regards to players in training camp and whether or not they've been actually focused and really preparing for the season. And I have a theory. Everyone's talking about the turf and the grass and all that kind of stuff, but at the same time, I really feel like a lot of the injuries that we're seeing is because these guys aren't fully prepared. I'm just being real. Miriam says, yo, Jay, the Bills versus Dolphins is going to be the game of the year. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. Definitely excited for that one.
Start of quarter number 2 at a rainy FedEx Field alongside Matt Ryan, Tiki Barber, A.J. Ross, and Gene Steratore. I'm Andrew Catalan. A good start for the Buffalo Bills, who lead it 10-0, but Sam Howell with a 37-yard completion to Curtis Samuel. First 11 plays for the Commanders covered a total of 30 yards. That last one went for 37 for Eric Bieniemy.
Who's done a very nice job as the offensive coordinator here through the first 2 games. I think everybody is, though.
From Kansas City.
And you know how those division games are.
It seems like we played Buffalo every week when I was with the Chiefs.
But
and here
once
they
again,
are
a real defense against Tua is definitely going to show whether or not he's actually ready. And that's the bottom line.
On first down and 10.
First and 10, handoff.
Robinson, and he is taken down for more on Bieniemy with a flag down. We send it down to A.J. Ross.
It's also a flag.
We'll wait the call first and then check in with A.J.
Holding on the defense.
Holding. Defense number 97. 5-yard penalty with an automatic first down.
That's on Jordan Phillips. Go ahead, A.J.
Andrew, when you mentioned the Chiefs and Bieniemy's experience there, I had the chance to speak with Patrick Mahomes last year, and he said the Bieniemy effect goes beyond X's and O's. It's the way he's able to hold guys accountable. He gets the best out of them because when they try to relax and be comfortable, he doesn't allow that. He wants them to be uncomfortable and push beyond whatever perceived limitations they think they have, so they can play their best game.
You think it's over? The legs should stop working?
A.J., thank you. Howell on the move on first down.
Howell, quick throw. That's going to be caught just short of the first down.
Guys, we met with Bieniemy for a while on Friday.
Second and 1.
All of us came away really impressed with what he's accomplished so far in Washington.
Yeah, I think
quick shout out to Steven for subscribing. Thanks a lot, Steven. Welcome to the channel.
Friday practice. The thing I liked about what he said was this group doesn't know how good they are or how good they can become. There's a lot of young talent here that just hasn't had success up until this point. But he pointed back to the group that he was with in Kansas City and said, hey, we've got enough to be a really strong unit here for a long time.
Second and 1.
Second and 1, pressure. Howell gets out of trouble. Nice move. He's still on his feet. He's still going. Wow, what a run. What are we doing? Can we wrap up? This is crazy.
A running back keeps his feet, jukes a guy as well. But the thing you don't want to see
there's no
is what happens at the end of this
that
play.
Nobody can
Get
make
down
this
right
happen.
now, young man, because that's going to hurt if you take too many of those.
Yeah, it's the guys you don't see, you know, as you're spinning, as you're in traffic. It's the guys you don't see that get you or get the ball. Yeah. And I think that's going to be one of the things he learns as he keeps going.
First and goal.
Do not eliminate the explosiveness, but get down at the end.
First and goal. Howell back to the end zone.
Throws incomplete.
In the direction of Cole Turner, and it's second down.
Goal.
I mean, at this point,
357 says 5-play touchdown.
I would always like a run play after one of those. I didn't have many long runs, I promise you that much. But I promise you, I would like to get a run play after this. You know, he's kind of looking at his hand after that hit to see if, you know, everything's feeling okay.
He just got a hand down. He's all right.
Oh, shout out to
Gibson is the running back on second and goal.
Second and goal.
Howell
Quick
back
snap.
to the air.
Howell throws. That's caught.
At the 1, yes, he's down right there. Bernard touched him down. That was Turner. And we've already seen a lot of Cole Turner, and it was the Cole Turner show at practice on Friday.
Yeah, especially in the red zone. It seemed like every throw they were trying to target Cole Turner, who's a big, tall receiver, 6'6", 240 pounds.
That was a nice catch.
And you see the athleticism, his ability to run that return route, to put his feet in the ground and come back out. For a guy that big, it's not natural.
That's a pivot return. That's not even a stop.
We got to hold him to a field goal.
It's a pivot run.
The enemy said he has a different twitch to him. We'll see where they go on third and goal.
Handoff to the middle. Wrapped up. That's a loss of a yard. Let's go.
Ed Oliver, one of the first to greet him. And on fourth and goal, Ron Rivera is keeping his offense on the field.
They're going to go for it.
That's a call that you make knowing you're going to go for it if you're short on fourth down. You're going to run that ball with inside power and try and pound it in there. But a lot of the times, you know, as a play caller, you're getting it from the head coach. Ron's telling Eric, hey, we're going for it on fourth down. You've got 2 chances here. We'll see if they decide to put it in the air.
What do you like? Pop pass here? You like something in Sam Howell's hand?
4th and goal. Commanders are going to go for it here.
It off again and getting downhill.
From the
5
2-yard
on
line,
the play
Robinson,
clock.
the running back. Play fake. Howell to the end zone. Incomplete.
Throws incomplete. Turnover on downs. Let's go.
Ed Oliver's made his presence felt early in this one, and Buffalo takes over on the 2.
The influence here, though, is on Gregory Rousseau on the edge. He kind of blows up. Brian Robinson here gets right into Sam Howell's face. Nowhere to do with the football.
Denied.
It's so funny to see this now because it's like you got to really wonder what's going on in the back of Rivera's head. It's like, man, all right, I should have kicked the field goal because then I would have been down by a touchdown. Instead of the reverse, let me go for the touchdown and then, oh, I'm down by 3. Really? I feel like that just shows that you don't believe in your offense at all. But hey, 10-0. Bills up, get the ball back at the 2. 11 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second quarter as we take a quick timeout. Commercial break. Shout out to Richard. Kick the damn ball. That's why you do it. Jeff King says run. So what is the statistics on running versus passing on 4th and goal at the 2? What's the percentage that is successful? Does anybody have that stat? That information? Scores around the league. Miami Dolphins 21. Denver Broncos 7. New England Patriots 3. New York Jets 0. Detroit Lions 9. Atlanta Falcons 3. New Orleans Saints 14, Green Bay 0. Houston still stuck at 7, Jacksonville 0. And Baltimore still holding out a touchdown lead, 7-0. Trey says you take the damn points.
The running back and Gregory Rousseau, the left defensive end. Robinson's got to cut his outside leg. He's got to cut that leg so that if Sam Howell has nowhere to go with the ball, he can escape this way, as opposed to being stuck dead in the water, throwing off his back foot with nowhere to go with that football. You can see Brian is upset, most likely with himself, because that play was dead from the very beginning because he didn't get that edge
for the
on the
Bills
ground.
at the 2.
Buffalo takes over at the 2-yard line, and number 22, Damian Harris, up the middle for a yard.
Harris will get maybe about a yard on the run. Second and 9.
One of the first to get there, along with Cody Barton. So Buffalo with poor field position, but still a 10-point lead for head coach Sean McDermott, who's coaching in his 100th regular season game as the Buffalo head coach. Best win percentage in franchise history, and he said he's grateful for the chance to be in one place for now
Jeff, I still got to make it.
Didn't he also say he wanted to have 100 wins or something like that?
I'm going to do that this afternoon.
100-0. He's 163 of his first 99. Harris trying to get to the outside, turning those legs to the 7-yard line to bring up 3rd down. Jonathan Allen on the tackle after a 4-yard run.
Now, Andrew, you said this was bad field position. I would correct you and say for a running back, this is opportunistic field position. Whenever you were backed up, whether it was at the 1-yard line or the 5-yard line, in your mind you're saying, Tony Dorsett, Tony Dorsett, let me go 99.
Let's see what Ken Dorsey has in store here on this 3rd down. So far,
just approaching the 10-minute 30 mark.
3-for-5 on 3rd downs.
And 4 for the Bills. Allen throws. That's going to be caught.
Shakir, and he is short.
And Shakir will get
very close, but about
the first down. He gets 5 yards.
Shy Josh Allen saying we got it. Oh, they do give it to him. Wow, what a spot there for Khalil Shakir.
Good accurate throw from Josh Allen, putting that ball in front, giving Shakir an opportunity to turn up field. It's still close, but it looks like there was enough effort to get the job done.
Deron Payne almost knocked that ball down.
I don't know why he was so surprised.
But a big pickup for Buffalo for Shakir, just his second catch of the season.
1st and 10.
Allen to the air.
Allen steps up, he's going to keep it, and a slide. Flag was thrown.
Illegal shift. Offense number 86. 5-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
So flag was on Kincaid. Loss of 5 yards, 1st and 15.
I think it's on his buddy, though, of not getting set on the line of scrimmage. He's getting
Base
ready
player,
to go
what up?
motion.
What's up, Jay Washington?
Can't have
Browns,
two guys moving at the same time. It'll be something he learns as he continues to make sure, you know, your buddy at the tight end spot is not moving before you go.
Right?
Manuel Forbes.
Everyone was so mad at me.
Corner for
the Browns
Commanders on the sideline right now.
Handle
first round pick out of Mississippi State will watch on 1st and 15.
1st and 15 for the Bills.
Cook.
Handoff to Cook.
Across the 10, down in the 12-yard line.
Get about 3 on the carry.
James Cook, congratulations to him. He became a girl dad this week. He missed practice on Thursday, and tomorrow will celebrate his 24th birthday after the best game of his young career a week ago against Vegas. When he
Jeff, you could drop it now, man, if you want to do it now. You know, it's no sense of waiting. I'm not going to. I'm not going to ask
That is a pretty good week. That's a fun
one. If you're in the mood to do it, just do it now, and you know, I'm totally fine with that. Thanks for the support, man.
2nd down and 12 with 8.5
Second
to go
and 12.
in the first.
Allen
eludes the rush. He's going to run.
He's going to keep it. Big run, still going. 1st down. He's got Davis on the block. Big run, Allen, 23 yards. Let's go.
23-yard run for Josh Allen.
I swear he thinks he's a running back.
It starts with the offensive line. You know, it starts with them giving him enough time, passing off that looping game where Chase Young's coming around, and Josh is going to make you pay. He's got a chance to look through his protections there, 1 to 2, realizes it's not there, takes off. 2 explosive runs for Josh Allen early in this game.
1st and 10.
A pitch to Cook, on the left side, and he gets a yard. We met with Josh Allen last night, and said, you know, we heard he didn't really run much when you were in high school. He said, I was so slow that my baseball coach used to call me Tortuga, which means tortoise in Spanish.
Rick, did you watch the prediction video?
I wasn't fast, and when he got to Reedley College, the stop before Wyoming, that's where he started to lift weights, and as he put more weight on, he became faster.
It never happened for me, though.
I
spent all this time in the weight room,
2nd and 8.
squatting, doing all these different things, and the speed never showed up, but it did for Josh.
Look, people think that it's an innate thing. Some people are born with it, but it is really stride length, stride frequency, and most importantly, power, strength. Once he got stronger, he got faster.
2nd down and 8.
Allen
with the play fake. Stands in there, throws, and it is incomplete. Intended for Trent Sherfield. And Kendall Fuller had the coverage for Washington.
Pass broken up, 3rd and 8.
That was just kind of a double clutch.
Forrest says it's a shame Cook can't run as good as Josh.
Right as Montez Sweat is getting to him, Kendall Fuller.
We keep getting running backs that can't run as good as a quarterback. How does that work? Right?
Sherfield still without a catch this season for Buffalo. And now 3rd down and 8.
Third and 8.
And a timeout is called by the Commanders with 6:57 to go in the 2nd quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds after this from Progressive Insurance.
Quick 30-second timeout. So yeah, I mean, I feel like ever since we got rid of Singletary and Zach Moss, which I love that combination. I just feel like they weren't utilized correctly. And then obviously we picked up Naheem, and now we're going through issues with him because of whatever problem he decided to go off and have off the field. But it just goes to show, like, some of the decisions that, you know, they've made as far as for trades just has not been good. When they had a quality running back in Devin Singletary, they just didn't use him properly. It's just the reality of it.
So far in this half, and now 3rd down and 8 for Josh Allen.
I like this situation for the Bills. You know, something Josh talked about to us yesterday was taking ownership of this offense, really working with Ken Dorsey about the things he's comfortable with. Early on in this game, it looks like they're featuring things he feels comfortable with.
3rd and 8. Allen has plenty of time. Quick throw. That's going to be Diggs wide open.
Stephon Diggs to the 45-yard line.
And he'll get to the 45, 1st and 10.
19-yard pickup.
Well, this is a beautiful route from Stephon Diggs. He steps into
the motor.
hash,
you know.
And the coverage, you can see it just disappear from your screen
Where's
right there, and he
Singletary
breaks
now?
out. That's a hard one to defend on 3rd down because a lot of times receivers are running crossing routes with that stem. They're dragging across the field. You see him go down there with what looks like a wrist injury, but a beautiful design and a really nice job coming out. You hope he's okay.
Bills training staff looking at Stephon Diggs. We'll be right back after this.
Wait a minute. Shout out to Jeff King coming through with the $100 donation. Shout out to you, Jeff. Let's go. Says his legs are strong, Miss Allen, but his spine is as crooked as a politician.
His legs are strong, Mrs. Allen, but his spine is as crooked as a politician. Run, Josh, run.
Shout out to you, Jeff King, coming in hot with the $100 donation. Let's go in the Forrest Gump reference. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the love. Shout out to Jeff King holding it down. Man, Jeff King is definitely confirming why his last name is of royalty. Mr. King holding down the top spot on the channel with being the biggest supporter. Shout out to you, my friend. Much love. Thank you for the support. Richard says should be fined 30%. You guys are brutal. Chris TV says Allens are stronger than Cody Parkey's. You guys are funny. Furious says, can we get 5 more? We'll do 2 more. We'll give them 2 more. Be a total of 5. There we go. 357 says, now just run the ball and end the half. Why not? Score again. Let's get another touchdown. You know, you can use those strong legs. You know? And that's my problem. It's like, all right, if we're going to use Allen to keep running like that, then they need to really, really design their offense around that kind of game, just like how Lamar is, right? Because Allen's game isn't really for running, it's for passing. And I think that's the big issue that Ken Dorsey has. Like, okay, well, how am I going to incorporate Allen into the run while having Harris, Murray, and Cook? So
left wrist, and it just got kind of hyperextended. For a receiver, it's always concerning, though. Anything to do with the hands is just something to watch for as the game goes on.
Play number 9 on this drive. It's Deontay Hardy trying to get him in space. Slips a tackle and out of bounds just inside Hardy, the 45. Now, on that previous play to Diggs, as he's coming back into the game, which is a great sign. The Bills converted for the 5th time on 3rd down.
Legendary says, can we talk about Houston 14, Jacksonville 0?
Streak. Where for the past 9
Where is
games,
Sheila right now? I know she is
4 or fewer third down conversions. Longest active streak in the NFL is now over after the Bills already have 5.
So is Green Bay. Who came in here talking about Green Bay and how they were going to be top of their division? Who said that?
Allen to Hardy on
got to bring you into the front of the congregation.
He's tackled at the 38-yard line by Cameron.
They're getting handled by the Saints right now as well.
We'll see if we can get their 6th right here. They've probably given themselves the best chance.
Andrew doesn't look significant. I think he'll be
3rd and short, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3 right here. see what Jack Del Rio decides to go with. You're at that spot of the field where you're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The weather's a little bit dicey.
How about a
today,
conversation of whether or not the Broncos can come back and win against Miami, and if they do, how significant that would be.
6 different receivers. Josh Allen's got the ball to already.
3rd and 2. They run it with Harris up the middle.
And off Harris, nice run, big first down.
But Damian
7
Harris
yards
picks
on the
up
carry.
a 1st to 7-yard run. And I love what Ken Dorsey told us yesterday. He said Harris and Latavius Murray can both come in cold and make an immediate impact.
Yeah, they're both hard charging. They're going right downhill. They're one-cut type of guys. James Cook is obviously their slashy, fancy runner. He can also run between the tackles, but Latavius Murray and Damian Harris, if you need that short yardage, each had a touchdown a week ago, they'll go and get it.
Takes a village nowadays at the running back room.
Yeah, long gone are the days of 25, 30 touches.
1st and 10.
Play number 12 on this drive for Buffalo.
Play fake.
Allen looking to run again.
Allen
and
steps up and then he just slides. What was that, Allen?
Montez Sweat touched Allen down. Now let's see what the penalty is.
Carter says the Bills better not get a touchdown. Oh, we will, sir. We will, as we get hit with the tripping flag.
Kincaid called for a trip.
I couldn't tell if that crowd reaction was cheering or moaning. Or there's so many Bills fans here. Watch Kincaid here, Dalton Kincaid. I mean, that's a mismatch 100 out of 100 times. Sweat just throws him by. He grabbed his leg.
Oh, wow.
Come back here. Where are you going?
That's tough duty when you're a tight end going against Montez Sweat. He'll learn you can't do that, but looked like a little bit of theatrics there from Sweat to kind of get the call, and it worked out well for him.
So 1st and 25
so far,
now.
You got to give credit to this Buffalo offensive line. So
After
much
that
talk
penalty.
about the Washington front 4, and it's warranted. They are talented, but Josh Allen, certainly some of it's because of his running ability, has been well
Allen,
protected
quick
today.
throw.
There's Diggs on the slant.
Gets it over to Diggs.
And wrestled down by Jamin Davis.
He gets 9 yards in the play,
9-yard
2nd down.
pickup, and good to see Diggs back in the mix.
Yeah,
for
Kincaid has
Buffalo.
2 penalties.
Beautiful isolation route right here. Excellent.
Obviously,
slant. He's one of the better
still
slant
learning.
runners in this
You know,
league
he's
because of his
still rookie,
suddenness
still
at the
learning.
top of routes.
He's also done so much everywhere he's been. 30 touchdowns in Minnesota, 30 touchdowns here in Buffalo. 5th player in NFL history to have 30 for 2 different franchises. Doesn't seem like he's been
2nd and
around
16.
that long. This is 9th season.
29 years old and a homecoming for Diggs from Gaithersburg, Maryland. And
It's a
there's
flag.
the flag. That play is busted.
False start. Shout out to you, Richard.
False start. Offense number 60. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
They call it on
Here
the
we
center,
go with
Mitch
the
Morse. Veteran in his 5th year
stupid
with the Bills.
penalties. Like, why? Back to back.
It's an interesting call. Don't really see it, but sets up a very long 2nd down situation for Buffalo.
2nd
I
and
think
21.
that's one of those when it's on a center, it's really maybe on somebody else. You know, one of the other guys moving or whatever. So
that was the 3rd Bills penalty.
Bills
on this
fans will travel?
possession,
Yeah,
and it
definitely.
has
We
knocked them
had that
deeper
London
away
game.
of Tyler
It was
Bass
like
field goal range.
a sea of
2nd and
players
21,
over in
trying to
London.
get some
Wow.
yards back. They go to
A sea of
Sherfield for his
fans.
first catch of the year. Bounces off a tackler and then brought down at the 33
Nice
by
move for
St.
Sherfield.
Bills were very high on Trent Sherfield in the preseason, and he finally has his first catch in a Buffalo uniform.
yeah, sure-handed, not so much. A little bobble there. You want to catch it once.
One catch for a
Jason
ball.
says we have to chill out with
Good
the
finish
penalties. They're going to hurt
afterwards.
us in the long run.
Really eats up
Yeah, that's,
some of that
you know,
deficit that they
it's
had on
the
the
small
penalty. Gives them a
issues
chance. 3rd and 12.
that can lead to
It'd be interesting. I think
the
this is a
first
good
and
place to take a
25s
shot.
and the
You're in
2nd and
field goal
20s,
range.
and
You
then,
might get tight coverage
you know,
defending
you're
the
back
sticks.
up.
I like going over the top, taking a chance right here.
and the next thing you know, you have to punt.
Field goal from here. Allen, quick pass
Quick
to
throw
Diggs.
on a screen to Diggs. He
And
goes
loses
nowhere.
yards. Yeah, when you're right on that fringe of field
now
goal
4th and
range,
16.
that's a tough one as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. A loss of 4 as Chase Young gritties off the field. And we'll see what Sean McDermott wants to do After the 2-minute warning,
well, obviously he's going to kick
on CBS.
Obviously. Quick timeout, commercial break. Shout out to Florida Buffalo Bills Mafia. Just wanna be me. It's probably one of the longest names I've seen on YouTube. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Shout out to you. Always good to have a fellow Bills Mafia member hopping on in. Much love to you. Let's go. 4th and 16 at the 36 for the Bills. It's 10-0. We had the 2-minute warning. I do think that you go ahead and kick that field goal. All right, you kick that field goal, you go up 13-0, and let your defense do the work going into the half. Timeout, commercial break. Yeah, 51-yarder. Yeah. It says the penalties have kept us a game, without a doubt, 100%. We trust in Bass, kick that field goal. Eric says 10-7 Colts. What's up with the Ravens, Jay? I mean, Baltimore had the momentum. Looks like that Colts defense is stepping up. Denver's now 21-10 with Miami and the Broncos. So, hey, even the Broncos is looking to show some promise. What if Wilson comes back and beats Miami? That is going to be a conversation.
At the 2-minute warning, and Tyler Bass has come out to attempt a 54-yard field goal.
54-yarder.
So far this season on field goals of 50-plus, he's 1 out of 1, and for his career, he's 9 for 14. Out of the hold of Sam Martin. Reed Ferguson, the long snapper.
Kick is up.
Good hold. Kick on the way.
And right down the middle, ladies and gentlemen. 13-0 Bills Mafia.
So the Bills increase their lead.
Let's go.
With 1:55 to go, it's now 13-0 Buffalo.
13-zip. He said, could this be a shutout? I mean, it could be. You know, if we stop with the stupid penalties and, you know, get it together as far as those little issues, I could definitely see that happening. The problem is just, like I said, you know, you get into those 1st and 20s and 2nd and 16s, and then their defense makes a play. Now you got to either punt or kick a long field goal. And, you know, you run the score up by getting touchdowns. So Allen's just going to, you know, have to just – right now, from what I'm seeing as far as with the play calling, they have Allen contained, which in a sense is fine. But if you want a game where they're running it up 35, 40 points, he's got to let loose. He's got to throw those long bombs, you know, and we're not seeing that in this game. We're not seeing it. I think he's only thrown his longest play was, 25, 30 yards on the passing. So I'm fine with it because it's working. But at the same time, if you want a game where it's just a complete shutout, you're going to have to see those long bombs and touchdowns. So timeout, commercial break. Jay, I'm predicting Josh Allen 300+ yards, 3 touchdowns, Diggs 9 catches, 90 yards, and 1 touchdown. Gabe Davis 9 catches, 100+ yards, 2 touchdowns. So that's 40 points, right? How many interceptions against the Jets again, long ball? You tell me, sir. I'm sure you're just dying to tell me. Minute 55 left in the second quarter.
All the scores and highlights on the Verizon halftime report. Gibson back deep to receive the kickoff from Bass, and he will let it go. It is a touchback. So Sam Howell comes out. He's 6 of 10 for 87 yards.
We need Allen to be level-headed before he can take it to Gibson. He doesn't need to do anything. No, and that's what I'm saying. They have him contained. But someone said that they wanted to know if this game could be pushed well out of reach or like a blowout victory, and that's.
Maybe it was his thumb, but he
you don't get the blowout victories when you're playing contained football and just trying to get the win.
Left hand, you don't really need it.
On first down, Howell, quick pass, and that one is caught by McLaurin. Now coming back is nothing new for Washington. They've had comebacks in each of their first 2 games.
Yeah, not unfamiliar territory. Down 6 in the third quarter. Week 1, down 18 before halftime.
Yeah,
in week 2.
No, like I said, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You guys didn't hear the question. That's what it was.
But they're not going against the Cardinals or the Broncos.
The question was, can this game be a blowout?
Sam Howell's been really good in these situations.
And that's why I said that. But for it to be
but he's been very effective in these 2-minute situations.
Third down and
Allen
2.
not making mistakes. Big pick. Let's go.
Brought the pressure. Howell had to get rid of it.
Let's go.
Has his first interception in 2
Micah
years.
Hyde. We haven't seen him get a pick in a while.
We talked earlier about Sam Howell's decisions in pressure moments. He knows he should know pressure's coming. That ball's got to come out quickly to the check down.
And if you're going to miss,
and if Hyde stays on his feet, that would have been a pick 6.
Flat routes late to the inside. They're just interceptions waiting to happen. Micah Hyde's. He's a guy who's seen everything. He's been around for a long time. Knows he's going to have an opportunity to drive on a flat route when they're blitzing. Then the ball's got to come out, and he's aggressive in those type of situations. This is one of those learning experiences that Eric Bieniemy talked about for Sam Howell. First time seeing things. He's got to be able to regroup, but an awesome situation right here. Short field for the Buffalo Bills offense.
All right, 1st and 10 Bills.
First down and 10. They swing it to Cook. Blockers ahead and out of bounds at the 30. And you saw Micah Hyde keep that football as he went to the sideline. It's been a long road back for Micah Hyde. Only played in 2 games last year because of the serious neck injury. There were some questions about his future.
They get the ball after half.
Back. And Micah Hyde able to come up with the interception for Buffalo. A Buffalo defense that now has 3 sacks, 2 interceptions, and 5 quarterback hits here in the first half.
They're no longer flying under the radar like they talked about in our meetings.
They are not.
They are showing up today, and they talked about that. They said they've been close to creating sacks, close to creating those turnovers, and they've exploded here in the first half.
2nd and 7, they run it again with Cook up the middle.
Cook, another big run, big first down.
Curl and Barton on the tackle.
And this has been the difference with these 2 offenses so far today. The Buffalo Bills are very balanced. 19 pass attempts. They've got 16 or so rush attempts.
That's it. The run game travels, man. We talked about it in the open. The run game travels, and I think is a really good sign for Buffalo Bills fans to start to see them incorporate it more often.
Bills have all 3 timeouts, elect not to use one here. Allen off the hands of Hardy with tight coverage from Cody Barton, and that does stop the clock with 32 seconds left. Don't forget, coming up, Verizon halftime report, scores and highlights from around the NFL on the Verizon halftime report. So far in this first half, Allen 13 of 20 for 132 yards and a touchdown through the air. He's also run twice for 36 yards on the ground. Second down and 10. Dawson Dawson Knox lined up at the bottom of your screen. Allen looking deep. He's got
to
a
the
man
end
down there.
zone.
Davis, is he in? No.
Oh, he caught it, but I think he was out of bounds.
Very close, but they say Gabe Davis was out of bounds. Kendall Fuller had the coverage.
Beautiful
Similar
throw and
pylon
catch.
route,
Wow.
route, Matt. Gabe Davis gets up on his corner responsibility. Kendall Fuller, ball is just placed perfectly. He goes up and catches.
Yeah,
Just
he
can't
did
get
bring that
left
second foot in.
Inbounds for the touchdown.
But the left arm placement by Kendall Fuller, just to split those hands, right? When you're in trouble as a DB, they always tell you just watch the eyes and split the hands. He does an excellent job of splitting the hands right there.
Except Gabe still caught it. he just wasn't
Didn't catch it soon enough, though.
And now
be
the
third and
Bills
10
with the
now
play
with
clock
26
winding
seconds.
down.
Buffalo, the first of the half.
As Bills will take a
Have called a
timeout.
timeout. They have 2 remaining and 26 seconds on the clock. And Matt, how aggressive
Come on,
do you
Davis.
wanna
We
be
needed
if
that
you're
for the
Buffalo
fantasy,
here on
yo.
3rd and 10, you're already in field goal range.
We needed that for
You
the
know,
fantasy.
I don't think you need to be real aggressive. The Commanders have not done anything offensively. And Josh Allen talked to us about this yesterday. He needs to learn the entire situation of games, who he's playing against, who the quarterbacks he's going against. And he felt like this was an area he could really improve. To me, if it's there, take it. Be aggressive. If you have your chance, take it. If it's not, touchdown to check down in this area of the field. Find the check down, get it out of your hands, live for 3 points here.
And that's kind of anti what he did against the Jets in week 1. Comes in with the mentality.
You think he
I'm
goes
putting
back to
Aaron Rodgers
Gabe
to score,
for another
but when he
touchdown?
comes out, he's still trying to have that
Obviously,
same
they don't get a
mentality.
kick
It
the
came
field
back
goal.
to bite him with 4 turnovers in that week 1 game. But since
Then they
then,
go Gabe
week
Davis
2 and
one
so
more
far here
time,
in week
end
3, he's
zone.
been fantastic.
3rd down and 10. Allen slings one along the sideline, and that one is caught by Hardy.
Hardy's going to be just short of the 4th and 2.
Just short of a first down. Emmanuel Forbes on the coverage, and Sean McDermott is now waving the field goal unit off the field.
What?
Yeah, you wonder here, balls out of bounds, if they're not going to just try and get a cheap one. Get them off sides, try and use some cadence, see if they won't move a little bit, and then bring the field goal unit on after this this attempt right here.
Yeah, I think they're going to
Murray,
go
the
for it
running
here. I don't
back.
think
Let's
they're
see
going
if they actually snap
that
it on
field goal.
4th and 2. Now Knox under center, and clearly they're just trying to get
No, they're gonna
Washington
kick the
to
field goal.
jump. They do not, and now the field goal unit will come out as McDermott does a call a timeout. I was going to say, that went against everything we just told you about how Josh Allen said, I got to know the quarterback on the other team. I've had some honest conversations with our staff about my playing style, and it did make it seem like going against an Aaron Rodgers or Patrick Mahomes. He knows he may have to take a few more chances. So far today, they have not.
I would have
had to do
loved
that
to see
against
them
this
actually go
Washington
for it
team.
then.
That's it. It's playing smart, but not conservative. That's the term they like to use in their building. Play smart, not conservative. And I think that's
because
one of
when
the
you bring the
situations where you
field
work
goal
on these
unit
freeze
on
plays,
the
whatever you wanna call them,
field,
all the time. Try and get
they
them to
they
jump.
already know you're going to
But
kick,
so does
even
the
if you
defense.
bring them
I mean,
back
everybody's
off.
trying to
So
do
why,
it now.
why even do
But
that?
there's no downside, right? Maybe you get a free 5.
Yeah,
maybe
but
you
it was
get
a waste
chance
of
to score
time. That's what I'm
touchdown.
saying.
You might as well do it.
If you're going to go for it,
quarterback
the
throws his hands
field
up,
goal
like,
unit
what
would
are
have
you
never
doing to me
came on
on
the
the
field.
sideline? Hey, coach, talk to me. You know it's a dummy.
32-yard attempt for Tyler Bass.
3 points.
Bass
Kick is
now
good.
3 for 3 on the day.
Bills up
7
16-0.
for
Let's
7
go.
on field goals this season. And it's
Let's go.
16-0
Bills Mafia, we up 16-0.
In this market,
As we
you'll
take a
find
quick timeout commercial break. Getting into your scores around the league. Colts 10, Ravens 7, Browns 13, Titans 3, Dolphins 21, Broncos 10, Patriots 10, Jets 3, Lions 13, Falcons 3, Saints 17, Packers 0, and your Texans 14, Jags 0, Chargers and Vikings 10, Chargers 7. Interesting Sunday around the league, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting Sunday around the league. So yeah, very interesting. I think Miami's going to score again. It's now 1st and 10 at the Denver 20. So we're definitely going to get some points out of this. But wouldn't it be something if the Broncos come back and beat Miami? It really would. Shout out to Bills Mafia. Red and blue in the chat. Andrew Dunn says, Jay, sorry your New Jersey Giants lost on Thursday. They're not my Giants. What are you doing? What are you talking about? Really? Richard says the Jets lose and don't get another quarterback, wasting the season, without a doubt. As soon as Rodgers went down, they should have been in the hunt finding a new quarterback.
I'm a man of my word. Go Bills. Big Ron, where you at? Low.
Yo. Let's go. Jeff King coming with the back-to-back $100 super chat donations. Let's go. Said I'm a man of my word. Go Bills. Big Ron, where you at? Shout out to you, Jeff. Let's go, man. Thank you for the $100 donation. Keeping it going. Showing the love. It is much, much appreciated, my friend. I do thank you for all the support. Shout out to all you guys for the support. Jeff holding it down. Let's go.
Everybody's been talking about this front four for the Commanders. And, you know, not everybody has been glowing on the Bills' offensive line, but they've stepped up to the challenge today.
I think Ron's in front of his TV.
Effectively, played well.
So glad that we're up 16-0.
Gibson will let it go. Meanwhile, the Buffalo defense has been everywhere in this first half.
Absolutely. You know, 2 interceptions.
Shout out to Jeff
sacks,
holding it down, leading the pack.
Feeling comfortable seemingly every snap. They've only had 21 snaps in the first half, and they're just getting after him. Yeah, they're going to feel it. And as a
Robert says the Jets did reach out, but I guess nobody wants to play with that O-line. No, somebody wants to go to the Jets with everything they got there.
They've executed Sean McDermott's game plan very well in the first half.
Eric says Jay keeps talking about Broncos coming back, trying to mess with the parlay. Did you listen to the Vegas calls or something? I'm just saying, you know, we've seen crazy things happen. That's all. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't want you to lose on your parlay. I'm just
with letting the clock wind down and taking this one into the locker room. So last week, Washington was down 21-3 in the second quarter, came back to win in Denver. Will they be able to do it against a very strong Buffalo team where their defense dominated and Josh Allen put 16 points on the board? Halftime next after these first half highlights from Verizon and a word from your local station.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break, ladies and gentlemen. Bills up 16-0 as we head into halftime. I'm going to get rehydrated, grab a quick snack, and I'll be back momentarily. Shout out to you guys. Hold it down.
for field goals, guys. They have to put points on the board.
Yeah, despite Buffalo's dominance in the first half, AJ, it's still a 2-score game. It's 16-0. Gibson on the return at the 15, and Ken Lewis trips him up right at the 15-yard line. As we take a look at some of the numbers from the first half, 2 interceptions for Sam Howell, but only led to 3 points for the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, turnovers and sacks, that's the story of the day for the Washington Commanders offense. I think Tiki said it right, though. If you're going to get back into this game, you've got to start running the football, and you have, at some point, you've got to start converting third downs to keep your offense off the field and to keep the Bills' offense off the field.
Washington 0 for 4 on those third downs in the first half. On 1st and 10, they run it with Robinson. Hits the hole hard across the 20. And Leonard Floyd is able to make the tackle after a 4-yard run for Robinson.
Now, this is exactly how they started the first half, though. Brian Robinson had a 6-yard run to begin the game, and then he kind of got away from it for a little bit. He had another 6-yard run, so he was sitting there with 2 for 12 yards, and they got away from it. Mistakes started happening, and the game's not fully away from them
What's
yet.
up, Michelle?
So they still have time to balance out their offense, and so much of this will be on Eric Bieniemy as well as Sam Howell.
As can be.
Robinson has run for at least 50 yards
What's up,
in
Jonas?
9 consecutive games. He has
my
26
lunch break,
to this
shit.
point. Howell over the middle, incomplete. Could not squeeze one into Cole Turner, and now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 6 now for these Commanders.
Yeah, he's looking to the right flat here, thinking that, maybe he's got a chance on the wheel route, but is a little bit late coming back over the middle. He just looks out of sync to me in the first half, here to start the second half. But one completion, 1 third down conversion, it can kind of change everything for a young player.
3rd and 6.
Get the sense this is a big play right here for Washington.
21.
3rd and 6.
Pressure.
In trouble. Spins
out of
away.
it.
Chased by Oliver. On the move. Howell now throws across his body out of bounds and incomplete. But there is a flag down at the 30-yard line. And let's see what the call is. 4 first-half penalties on the Bills, 1 against Washington.
Shout out to
It's
Jeff
kind of
King.
in the area of illegal contact.
Brothers Johnson, Barry White,
Scramble
Commodores,
drills. Defender
Chief
just grabs the
Sweat,
hold a little
Babyface,
bit.
Brian McKnight.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact.
All the R&B
defense, number 47. 5-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
It goes against Christian Benford, who's back playing in his home
flag
state. He's a
against the Bills
Randallstown,
defense.
Maryland
More flags.
native. 6th-round pick out of Villanova a year ago, and that gives Washington the 1st down.
And that's a frustrating penalty for the Bills defense, because all he did was kind of touch, not even really influence the wide receiver as he spun around on a scramble drill. But you're 5 yards downfield. It's kind of ticky-tack, but it is what the rule says.
1st down and 10. Pressure's coming. Howell gets rid of it, and then his
Big
receiver is leveled. That was McLaurin.
McLaurin, he'll get a yard. Ball came out. We're going to see he's
Jordan
down by
Poyer
contact.
with a big hit for that Buffalo defense. This Bills defense is flying around today.
And you're going to see Jordan Poyer come out of nowhere and make this play. They start in his 2-high shell, and he comes down from the top and is physical through this tackle,
that ball
creating
came
the
out before he was
incompletion.
on the ground.
This is what the Bills safeties can do, though. They can disguise things. They make you think one thing, and then they play another thing. And it's hard on a young player like Sam Howell to be able to
2nd and 9.
just process all of the different things that they're giving you.
Play clock was winding down, and now a stoppage and another flag.
Come on.
No official signal yet. Ron Rivera
Oh man, Jeff, I went to
huddling up.
I went to
So
Keith
is Sean
Sweat
McDermott.
3 years ago? No, 4 years ago. Yeah, it was before 20. It was 19. Keith Sweat. Great concert. Definitely
Wondering if
reminded me
Sean
of
is
the
asking about
90s.
whether this was a completion or a fumble.
You just don't get that music.
The ball kind of did start to come out, but you then start to wonder, is this
Commodores
have
and
a
all
football
that.
move?
It's not the same. Music is not the same.
Yeah, Sean is questioning now whether or not he can challenge this as a fumble
It's a fumble. He should have been challenged. He dropped the ball before his knee went down.
Dislodged. You wonder if there's 2 steps in a football move in that position.
The ruling on the previous play was forward progress. There is no challenge on the play.
And that's what Sean was wondering, if forward progress had been called, which it was, so he cannot challenge because of that.
What a joke.
He had an argument.
It was a fumble.
It's worth finding out.
That's right.
You know, it's worth finding out in that situation.
What's up, Life?
So the ball is spotted at the 27-yard line. And here we go again with 2nd down and 9.
Gibson, the running back.
They run it with Gibson. And hit at the 30, Terrell Bernard makes the play. Terrell Bernard, really an interesting case when you go back to the summer with Buffalo. He was supposed to be in the middle linebacker competition with Tyrell Dotson, but Bernard suffered a hamstring injury right before the first preseason game. He missed the entire preseason. Dotson had his chance, but Dotson could not win the job. Instead, after missing the entire preseason, Sean McDermott still trusted Bernard to hold down that middle linebacker spot, wear the green dot, call the defense. Today, 5 tackles, 2 sacks, and a pick for Bernard on 3rd and 5. Gibson's got some room.
Easy first down.
Wrestled down at the 43-yard line. Benford on the tackle after a gain of 12.
So much better by Sam Howell here, man. He sees the pressure, just gets it to his back right away.
Jeff, you already know.
You've got your back in the flat. You know you're hot. You don't have enough guys in protection. Get the ball out of your hand. Make a good, accurate throw.
Bridges says it makes no sense. It's a fumble or not. I don't get how you give him forward progress, but you don't call the fumble.
You know, you need to believe that you can come back.
You got to make up your mind. Right? Shout out to Patty. Yeah, we're playing against the refs now.
This year. They need another one today against Buffalo. 1st and 10, Howell to Dotson. Milano with the tackle as we check in with AJ.
It's a thing. What up? It's another day, another dollar. Shout out to you. Sunday
Andrew,
football.
I can tell you that Ron Rivera said by far this is the most well-conditioned Commanders team he's had under his leadership here. And he said again that this was something to do with Eric Bieniemy's effect. And what I had spoken about before, guys being uncomfortable, they were kind of complaining during preseason what some of the things Eric was making them do, but it's made them that much better. And their stamina has shown, especially through preseason in these first couple weeks, guys.
And AJ, they needed today on the comeback.
Nice move from Robinson. He's still going. That's the first down and more. 23 yards.
At the 30-yard line. A 24-yard run by Robinson.
We often want running backs to see a hole, hit a hole. But what Brian Robinson does here is he clears his feet. Watch his feet as he gets into contact. He just starts to lift them up, pull them out, making sure that the guys fall down around his ankles, and he's strong enough to pull through that kind of contact.
I think Washington fans are saying where was more of that in the first half. It's very unbalanced run and pass. Now 20 pass attempts for Washington, and that was just the 9th run today.
1st and 10.
They run it again this time with Gibson. He's
another handoff. Gibson, another first down.
Another Washington first down.
Listen, all because of that stupid play, which should have been a fumble. Talk about the refs
so far.
Getting paid off.
Really good running backs. Gibson is just as powerful.
What's up, Nancy?
As Brian Robinson.
It's starting to get cold.
Robinson. And he can catch the ball. He can power through contact as well. They have a great 1-2 punch.
Second time inside the red zone today for Washington.
1st and 10.
Stopped on 4th and goal the previous time. Robinson again. This time he spun down. Johnson, Bernard,
2 yards,
and Shaq Lawson all there after a 2-yard run.
Yeah, it's really getting back to the basics, right? Is running the football, forcing this Buffalo Bills team to defend both the run and the pass.
Yeah,
right? In the first half, it was 30 pass attempts and 9 in the second half. And so I'd expect more of that from the Washington Commanders. Their season has shaken out this way. Pass happy in the first half, then get back to the basics, running the football in the second half. Eric Bieniemy knows in order to get back in this football game, you've got to make them defend both.
10th play of the drive.
Howell goes to the end zone. Picked off. Let's go. Tre'Davious White.
And that's the 3rd interception today by the Buffalo defense.
This is just a bad ball, Matt.
Bad ball, double move with outside leverage. An out and up, double move, outside leverage. So what you want to have back?
Howell took a hit. White with the INT.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. Good defense this week. Listen, as long as we can stay away from getting the flags and just go out there and play solid defense, which is what we've been doing, this score should be at least 30 by now. It should be 30-0, realistically. But with the flags and you guys know. You guys know. But these are the games where you're supposed to get 30 points. It's supposed to be 30-0 right now. Complete shutout victory. That's what it should be in this game. 16-0, 9 minutes, 11 seconds left in the third quarter as we take a quick timeout. Commercial break. Shout out to Chris Hall. Jonas said, why did Sam throw it to Samuel? Well, he thought that he could fit it in that window, Pulled a Russell Wilson. Scores around the league. Colts, 13. Ravens, 7. Browns, 13. Titans, 3. Miami, 35. Broncos, 13 at the half. Patriots, 13. Jets, 3. Lions, 13. Falcons, 3. Saints, 17. Packers, 0. Texans, 17. Jaguars. What are you doing? 0. Chargers 14-10 against the Vikings. So there you go. Richard says, let's go Colts. There you go, Luta. Colts holding it down. I had the Ravens. I did. I had the Ravens. I gave the Colts the other week, but I definitely thought the Ravens would be taking care of business right now. We'll see. We shall see. Jonas says Chase Young needs to show up. 1 tackle for a loss and no sack. Yeah, he's not doing much, my friend. VP Armour says, no. Get that out of here, Hal. They better run.
This is
towards that red
Tre'Davious
zone.
White here. He has outside leverage. Go ahead, Matt.
They're going to go with a double move out and up, and Tre'Davious White keeps outside leverage. The moment you see this as a quarterback, you have to move on in your progression. And so Sam Howell right here is going to drop back. He's thinking he's got a chance with one-on-one, but the leverage isn't correct, and there's a shallow cross coming across the middle of your screen. That's where the ball has to go. These are things he's going to learn as he continues to grow. But it was a critical turnover right there.
Great interception by Tre'Davious White. Gene checked in the break. The reason this ball was placed on the 1 yard line is because he was not touched down in the end zone.
And then rolled out of the end zone down at the 1, and that's where the Bills will start. Allen to the air on first down. As all day.
Deep throw. Diggs, let's go.
Diggs spinning at the 31, and then Forrest makes the tackle.
30-yard pass.
Yourself some breathing room. A 30-yard completion.
Well, Tiki talked about this being an opportunistic part of the field for a running back, but when you're a wide receiver and you've got a quarterback who can extend plays,
know we root for the underdog
you don't
sometimes.
even have to call
I would love to
moves.
see
They
it.
just happen for you, and these two have a great feel for each other.
It would be interesting, but it's
Josh Allen with the explosive play gets them out of that backed up territory. Gets Steph Diggs going.
Yeah, he's just running into
he doesn't
space.
have that dog in him.
Scramble rules once again. Stephon Diggs finds where the space is. St. Jude's really doesn't have a shot there.
Bills have 4 plays of at least 20 yards. They only had 4 in the first 2 games combined. As Sherfield rips off 9 more.
First down. No, they'll actually call him short. 2nd and 1.
The difference here in this Washington team.
On-point picks is payback for the 92 Super Bowl.
Their front 4, which we lauded coming into this game, have not had an impact.
No,
I think,
to
like,
Bill's credit, their offensive line has played
you have to
extremely
get back
well.
to the actual.
Josh Allen, has made them pay running as well.
You have to get back to that actual.
2nd and 1. Running with Cook. He's got the first
nice
down.
move.
All the way up to midfield. A nice
They'll
run
get the
by
first down.
James Cook. 10 yards for Cook in the Buffalo offense. And just
TJ
like
Stroud
that,
has thrown
they
over
go from the
300 plus
1-yard line into
last 2
Washington
weeks.
territory.
Like
You see a little misdirection action in the backfield. James Cook is silky, man. He moves without
Someone
having
had a
to
slow
make
start and
those
just figured
hard
it
cuts.
out,
Sometimes you see running backs just stamping their feet to the ground. He just kind of glides through holes and he finds ways to elude contact. He's special.
8 carries, 34 yards for James Cook. Play fake. Allen. To Gabe
Quick
Davis.
throw. Get to the
Another
Davis.
Buffalo for, they're saying incomplete.
No, he
Saying
dropped
the
it.
ball hit the turf, so incomplete, and it's second down.
Take another look at it, and this throws, it's a good timing, good route, but it's just a little bit low, a little bit inside, a little tug at the top, and Gabe Davis can't come down with it. One of the things I like that Buffalo's doing, though, is they're using different personnel groupings. They've been in 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers quite a bit. They've been in 22 personnel, so 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. Last year, they were so heavily dependent on 10 and 11 personnel. I really think these personnel groupings give you more options.
Second and 10 at
Allen
the 50.
steps up
Allen
to elude
steps
the
up.
rush. There
He's
is
going
a
to keep
flag
it.
down. And now
He'll just
Allen
run out of bounds with
bounds,
about
and a
4
little extra
yards.
shove by Montez Sweat. Bill's sideline not happy, but I don't believe a flag came down after that little nudge by Sweat.
Yeah, you saw the back judge starting to grab it, but Montez Sweat puts his hands on Josh Allen. He's actually trying to hold him up if you watch it tightly. Good acting job by Josh Allen here.
Holding. Offense number 79. 10-yard penalty.
Hold on the offense.
Penalty goes against Spencer Brown, the right
Second and
tackle.
20.
Sean McDermott still pleading his case. He wanted a flag at the end of that play against Sweat.
Watch
Take
this hit
another
by
look.
Sweat, if you can call it a hit. He puts his hands on him, and he actually is trying to grab and hold him up. And he's kind of dropping to the ground, trying to get an Oscar.
Jordan Phillips with a little bear hug for him.
They'd say those are collapsible legs like on your
Going on
lawn
with
chair right there. You just
You
go
ready for
down
tomorrow
and
night?
Make it look like something.
If he hadn't thrown his head back, maybe
Worried
he
about
would
the
have got away
Eagles?
with it.
Second down and 20.
Allen, pressure.
She's out of trouble, chased by Chase Young and broken up. A nice play by
incomplete.
Jamin Davis.
Third
And now
20.
third and long for Buffalo.
Well, signs of life right there from this front 4 of the Commanders. 2 plays in a row,
George
getting
Douglas is
pressure
hard to
on
think. My
Josh
kid
Allen,
turned
making him feel a
38
little bit
today.
uncomfortable.
Happy birthday
Still
to your
early in
kid.
this third quarter.
George.
Stop here, even
Shout out
after
to
the
you, man.
turnover. 3 turnovers on the day, 3 interceptions. But only 3 points. A stop right here puts you right back in position to get down and make this a 1-score game.
No, you're absolutely right. You got the holding penalty, so it's 3rd and 20 here. The challenge for this Commanders front 4, as you mentioned,
Shout out to Magus
Madison,
for coming
they
through
got to
the $2
contain if they're
super
going to
chat.
rush.
Thank you
Almost,
for the
the bull rush
donation,
is
my friend.
almost
Thank
better
you for
here
the
as
support.
opposed to the wide outside rush.
Much appreciated. The first
3rd and 20.
super chat.
Allen going to go
Allen,
deep for
deep
Gabe
throw.
Davis. Fuller's down there. And
That's
Fuller
picked
gets it.
off.
An interception for Kendall Fuller. Almost like a punt if you're Buffalo. Fuller is still down on the ground. His first interception of the season. He is shaken up. For Josh Allen, that's his 4th INT of the year. It'll be Washington football, but still some attention for Fuller, who's down on the ground after the pick.
Why? Fuller is down after the pick. Looks to be injured. We'll have to see what's going on with him after the timeout. Before that, Allen, it goes back to what I said, right? You go for the deep ball, obviously to make sure that Davis or Diggs is in a position to where they can even catch it in a 50-50 situation. It's just heaved down the field. I hope he gets it. I hope it happens. No. Make sure he's got the space that he needs before you just launch the ball. Goodness. Lexa throws an empty can across the room. Chris Jones coming through with the $2 super chat. Shout out to you, Christopher. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the $2 donation. Much, much appreciated. May just says, why are you surprised by Allen pick? He has more picks than any quarterback in the last 3 years. Now listen. May just, I know why you're mad at me right now. I know you're mad because I took the Buccaneers against your Eagles. I get it. All right. I understand, but that's no reason to talk about Josh Allen and throwing a pick right now. Okay? You just got to keep using that prayer hand emoji like this when it comes to hoping that the Eagles win tomorrow, because the Bucs mean business at home, sir. They're undefeated as well. Andrew says, no, Jay, you said Allen needs to throw more deep balls. Is that what I said verbatim? Is that what I said verbatim? Let me know what I said verbatim. Because now you're trying to put words in my mouth. Sir. Productions.
Forward on a rainy day in Washington. AJ getting down. We love that.
Mitch got it. You got what I said to Mitch.
Good here. 16-0 at the half.
Shout out to Sally. Parrot said, what is verbatim? You know exactly what verbatim is, my friend.
Did Our Lady of Good Counsel in Maryland. Those two going against each other. Fuller saying high school was competitive, and I know it'll be competitive again today.
Make sure
so
you
Fuller
heard
gets
night.
one on Diggs there, but still a hole for Washington to dig out
Make
of.
sure you heard
Down
tomorrow
by
night.
16.
As there's a run for about 6 yards. It'll be second.
Well, they've had
four
a number of miscues tonight.
Shout out to Life for coming through with the $5 super chat.
Sacks, all of these things that they've had to deal with. However, right, there's a quarter and a half
what you do,
left,
Jay.
and you've got plenty of time. The entire game plan is still
Mafia.
there.
Let's
Run
go.
the
Much
football
love,
to
man.
Case
Thanks for the
mentioned
support. You know I
as
got
much as
y'all
you
when
can.
it comes down to it.
Keep it on the ground.
We
Simplify
do
the
this
plan
Monday,
for Sam
Thursday,
Howell here.
Sunday.
And then in certain situations, give him the keys and let
I
him
got
go.
that song stuck in my head.
Here's Robinson, gets away from Terrence
Robinson, nice move. He gets the first down and more.
Thank you for what you do, Trace. Clapping hands. I can always count on you to be here. Hashtag Bills Mafia.
That Robinson has rushed for over 50
Who sang that song? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Who sang that?
He's got long legs.
Who's the artist for that song?
He's upright. He pulls through arm tackles, and if this Commanders team is going to get back into this, they're going to need him to keep doing that and wear down this Buffalo Bills defense.
Let's go all black, 43 black. Black. 86.
Howell steps up.
Howell steps up. He gets ripped down. And that should be a loss of
he has
one.
been for this Buffalo defense.
We talked about this front four of Buffalo not getting a lot of respect, but Leonard Floyd is giving Andrew Wiley all he can get. The one thing we haven't seen, Matt, is a lot of screen passes like we saw before.
Saturday Love, Sherelle.
Not a lot early.
Shout out to you.
That is a sack for Floyd. Now 2.5 on the years. We take a look at the next gen stats powered by AWS and what Sam Howell
Sassy
has done
says defense. Let's go.
Pressure, and there's been a lot of it today from the Buffalo defense.
Second and 10.
Second and 10.
Oh, nice move off the line. That's going to be a sack. Let's go.
Wow, Leonard Floyd just flew
Floyd,
off the line,
man,
and
he
it's back-to-back sacks for the veteran.
Lost
right on cue.
6.
Now he's getting 80% of the time, or pressured 80% of the time. But this is just really nice rush. The sack before was an effort sack. This is just pure speed. He sinks the hips, goes right around the tackle.
Off that edge.
And it's just, I don't
like
know how you're supposed to stop this as an offensive tackle.
Especially when he gets a jump start. He kind of had a kick start to that thing going. He timed the snap just right. Again, Andrew Wiley is dead in the water. The only way you can defend that is to kick back as far as you possibly can and hope that you force him to go underneath.
17.
Third down and 17. Howell just checks one down. That's Robinson. A flag is down. Floyd again.
It's going to be a hold on.
To make the tackle. Great effort by Robinson to get all the way to the 46, but let's see what the penalty marker is.
Markers on both sides of the field here too, Andrew.
2 flags down, you're right, right in front of the Buffalo and the Washington sidelines.
Ineligible player downfield. Offense number 63. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Third and 22
different
now.
sides of the field.
Shout out to
Yes,
Nancy.
this
Says,
screen
hey,
took a little bit longer to develop than I think they wanted it to.
And you know, it's a timing thing. These guys all have a count in their head as an offensive lineman on screen plays.
We're not seeing the Bills at their best today.
And when they get off schedule because of whatever reason in the backfield, a lot of times you get these penalties creep in.
And McDermott accepted the penalty. It would have been fourth and short.
Thankfully, this
McDermott
defense
thought maybe Rivera would have gone for it. Instead, he pushes him back.
You think that's from
but we should have way more than 60
over the years.
100%.
Third down and 21, and it's loud here, and it's a lot of Bills fans making noise on the defensive side. Howell to Gibson. And nice
Gibson goes down. That's another loss.
Call by McDermott to accept the
This will lead
penalty.
to a punt back to the Bills.
In NFL organizations, it's called hidden yardage. There's hidden yardage in games, and sometimes it's when you accept a penalty or don't accept a penalty. But this is a change of 20-plus yards in field position right here. And you know the ball is going to be coming out. He's not going to hold on to it. It's about rallying and tackling. Christian Benford with an excellent open field tackle right there. But the hidden yardage is massive in this league, and that's a big change of events right there for the Bills.
Edgardo Torres, what up, man?
Tress Way comes on 4th and 24 with Deontay Hardy awaiting the punt at his 25-yard line. And while the Bills are on special teams, we want to give a shout-out to special teams ace Steve Tasker. His son Jake got married this weekend to his fiancée Sarah. So congratulations to the Tasker family. Bills winning 16-0.
All right, quick timeout, commercial break. 16-0, 2:28 left in the third quarter as we take a quick timeout, commercial break. As far as the votes go, 352 votes. Bills Mafia hold it down as they should be, 77%. Let's go. Thinking says no more picks, Josh. Yes, no more picks. No more picks. I would like to see 23-0. That's what I would like to see after this commercial break. So there you go. Michael says, I really thought Zach was going to do better than A-Rod, actually helping to coach him up. Really? Did you really think so, Michael? Nancy is speechless. Yeah, congrats to Steve Tasker. Let's go, Bill. What's up, Mary Jo? Bills Mafia in the house. All right, quick scores around the league. Ravens and Colts have tied it up, 13 apiece. Browns handling business, 20-3. Patriots still up 13-3. Lions still up 13-3. Saints still up 17-0. Jacksonville finally scored. Texans are 17-7. And then what did I just do? What did I do? Oh, okay, here we go. Chargers 14, Vikings 10. And right now, it would look like, besides Jacksonville and Baltimore's iffiness, I'm doing great on the predictions. I am doing absolutely great on the predictions. This is why it's important for you to watch those videos, because guess what? I have been on fire for the last 2 weeks. Absolute fire for the last 2 weeks.
Meets Auburn. College football today gets you set for kickoff beginning at 3 Eastern. We'll see you Saturday on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus. James Cook, a Georgia product. Number 63 overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft by Bills GM Brandon Beane, who's done a great job putting this roster together for Buffalo. First down run for Cook and Forrest on the tackle. Up in the booth with Matt Ryan and Tiki Barber, I'm Andrew Catalan. A.J. Ross down on the sidelines and Gene Steratore,
Saudi, what up, man?
Rules analyst. A 16-0 Buffalo advantage. The rain has been on and off, but very light and very little to no wind to speak of as well.
Yeah, for all we talked about the conditions, it hasn't been bad. It really hasn't affected this football game. But to me right now, for the Buffalo Bills, you start talking about being a championship team.
All right, here we go. Second and 7.
This is an opportunity for them to put them away.
Allen throw is caught. Diggs, nice move.
Cam Curl's hand, and Diggs was still able to make the catch. And down at the 46, Cam Curl had a chance to
20 yards.
Instead came back to make the tackle after a gain of 20.
This thing had afterburners on it. I mean, this went right through Cam Curl's hands. It looks like he disrupted it, and it still went cleanly to Stephon Diggs with some power. So Josh Allen can fling it when he wants to.
Yeah, you don't want to get in the way of that ball. It'll hurt if it hits you.
7 catches, 100 yards for Diggs. His 33rd career 100-yard receiving day. They run it with Cook now.
Cook.
To the 41. NFL Today update. Let's send it back to the studio and Phil Simms.
All right, thank you very much. Here we go. Lamar Jackson. We're going to see
Houston
his second touchdown run of the day.
17-10.
Still got a lot of wiggle, a lot of speed. 10 yards out. Puts the Baltimore Ravens up 14-13.
All right, Ravens
over
by 1, 14-13.
All right, Phil, thank you very much. Just up the road from us in Baltimore.
Ronald, what's going on, man?
The Ravens try to get to 3-0.
Big Ron in the house. Jeff called you out earlier, Ron.
With Latavius Murray.
He came in with the 200 super chat.
Murray.
He said, where you at, Big Ron?
First down. Latavius Murray has really provided a great veteran presence in this Buffalo locker room. Sean McDermott saying right from the beginning of training camp how impressed he's been with Murray's leadership. And Josh Allen saying the same thing, that Murray's experience shows, and it's a help to all of us.
3rd and 1.
They do not need to snap this football with the quarter running out, and they won't. It'll be 3rd and 1 when we come back. We're through 3. Buffalo 16, Washington nothing on CBS.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 3rd and 1 for these Bills, holding it down 16-0. They're at the 37 as we end the 3rd quarter. Very interesting, because after all the flags, all the issues that we've seen, for the most part, Bills have obviously had a decent game at offense, and then we'll take away the penalties and all that kind of stuff. But the big difference here that we've seen is the defense step up and come through dramatically with the picks, the sacks, and the quarterback, and just completely dismantling. And actually, I can say this for once, dominating the defense. So there we go. There we go. Dominating the defense and taking care of business. Do you remember the 24th of September? Shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. It's one of my favorite groups. One of my favorite groups. Michael H says Dallas is good. Sadly, that might be a tough game for the Cards. I mean, somebody's got to get upset today, right? Is it going to be Chicago? Is it going to be the Cowboys? Who's it going to be? It's not going to be Miami. I'll tell you that. Miami's taking care of business right now. I just don't see it happening. So where's the upset? Because it's going to happen, without a doubt. So, Michael says it won't be the Bears. The Bears aren't going to do it. You can just forget about that one. Yeah, my cards are my cards. I'm an underdog. Yeah, it's tough. It's so tough, man. Lutz says Cowgirls can go down. We'll see. We will see. If the Cardinals win that game, I'll tell you this, the fix will be in.
Quarter left, the most urgent moment for the Washington Commanders. If I'm Jack Del Rio, I got to start bringing a lot of pressure here in order to prevent this from happening, because you're going to only get, it's going to be a 3-possession game. If they score, you only have so much more time.
And I think on the opposite side, the Bills, this is 2-down territory. You got 2 chances to put this game away.
Yeah, 5-7.
Diggs is not on the field right now for this 3rd and 1. Would be a 56-yard field goal from here if Buffalo stopped. They run it with Harris.
Handoff, and that's going to be just short.
And now a decision for McDermott. Do you kick the long field goal, or do you go for it on 4th and 1?
I think you go for it, given what Washington's offense has done this entire game and how well your defense is playing. I think you run all the clock down, you go for this on 4th down, and you try and eat up more clock, but also keep your offense on the field.
McDermott tends to agree as he's got his offense out there. 4th and 1. They were 3 for 4 on 4th downs a week ago.
Washington's got their 5 bigs package out there that they've had
some success with. Go for this.
Murray, the running back, Diggs in motion. Allen to the air.
Allen, quick throw, batted down, incomplete.
Got his big paw up there, and the Washington defense comes up with a big stop.
Just run it. Run the ball. It's a yard.
Payne gets stoned quickly by Osiris Torrance. He gets his hands up, knocks us down. Washington still has a chance.
Houston is up 24-10. What's going on with the Jaguars? Was that the upset we're having this week? I mean, I don't really consider it an upset, considering that the Jags look tough. They looked rough last week. So I wouldn't consider that to be an upset. I really wouldn't. I thought it'd be a great game with Jags winning, but I wouldn't say that's the upset game. The upset game has to be either Dallas or the Chiefs. It's got to be Dallas or the Chiefs, right? Score for the Vikings and the Chargers. Chargers up 21-10. And it looks like the Colts may go up by 2 to kick a field goal here against Baltimore. Was that 14-13 right now? Ed Ryan says easy win for the Commanders coming, by the way. Next week. Next week, you say? Thinking run the ball. It's 4th and 1. That's my point. Like, why are you throwing it? Allen could have sneaked for the 1. So what are we doing? What exactly are we doing? Michael says the AFC is even more up for grabs. Yeah. Bills will never beat Miami this year, in my opinion. Wow, what is going on? Some of these comments are getting kind of crazy, y'all. Like, I don't know how much more of this I can take. These takes are crazy. Miami does look good, but obviously it's the Broncos. It's 42-13 for Miami. Luda says, hey, Jay, when are you going to show the Colts? When are they on primetime? They should be on primetime soon. I'm sure we'll have a Colts game within the next week or so. Without a doubt.
It's been awesome. It just feels different. He said little things, like after a game, there'll be a tent for our families to all get together, have some food, see the other families. That's something that we really appreciate as players.
There's no doubt.
But see, that's the kind of stuff that really makes me think.
It makes a massive difference.
Are they keeping the score where they want it? Right, because we know that they can get 1 yard.
To Gibson makes a great catch and slips one. Still on his feet. And the
ball comes out. Defense gets it.
Looks to be right there. Bernard and
good
Johnson,
defense. Let's go.
It is Bernard who comes away with
it. Bernard is out there balling. He's looking like he's trying to get himself to the Pro Bowl.
The 4th turnover forced by the Buffalo defense.
Critical error by Antonio Gibson here. Spinning is great once, but as soon as you start to get in traffic, that ball's got to go into protection mode.
There we go.
Well, nobody knows
We're
protection
just a team
ball
to do
better
it.
than you, Tiki.
No doubt. High and tight. Whenever you felt an
team
opposing jersey, high and tight, opposite hand across ball hand.
Who's going to handle Tyreek, though?
Next
That's
play
the
is
question.
more important.
Second lost fumble of the season for Gibson. That's
What's
been
up,
a
Yolanda?
problem. And the Bills take over at the 31. Allen to the air over the middle, and he's got Cook out of the backfield. Nice moves and pushes across for a Bills first down.
Who on the Bills is going to handle Tyreek?
That turnover was the dagger, but this is a nice job by Josh Allen of just taking what is there, right? He comes out of this play action pass, takes his eyes down the field to see if something's there. If not, right away, too high shell, get this ball to the back in space. The faster you can get running backs the ball on checkdowns, the more space they have to make linebackers miss. The timing is critical as a quarterback. That was very nicely done.
Kyer.
First and 10, that's Kincaid in motion at the bottom. Allen to Diggs, nice catch. Able to make the tackle. That is
second down.
The 8th reception today for Stephon Diggs.
Or if the Bills
the
water
NFL
boy
on
can
CBS
take
streams live on Paramount Plus all season long, including next week's must-see matchups that all starts at 1 Eastern. Try it for free today.
I was hoping for like some real
aggressive
answers,
approach right here by Ken Dorsey. You know, you get the turnover, which felt like a dagger, and he's come out and he's thrown the ball twice.
Yeah.
I look for them to maybe put it on the ground here. This is a set they like to run, this duo power run game.
They do run it with Cook.
Second and 7.
So shifty. Tiki, you said this to us over the weekend. Just he's so smooth when he runs.
Yeah, his cuts aren't violent. When you get violent cuts, sometimes you stop. You stop your forward momentum. He's kind of dancing in the holes. He's not really cutting through contact. He just dances a little bit. And it's fun to watch him run and evade tackles.
It's just natural for him. It just he never labors.
It's in his DNA.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
3rd down and 2 for Buffalo. Allen, Murray gets the first down.
Murray, big first down. Rado says, Jay, I got you, okay? My brother Jeff K is going to make me go to the Super Bowl
such
early.
an important addition to this Buffalo offense.
Listen, y'all boys started that rival. You know, I'm just saying. He called you out earlier, and hey,
hands catching it.
Yeah, that's
once you guys get going, you get
want to
going.
put that in the chest. But when you let it go, you're like, this isn't good. He makes a really nice catch below his waist, and then to make the guy miss, make Davis miss after. The composure to be able to do that.
They run it with Hardy.
Hardy tries to make a move, cuts back, and he goes nowhere.
Manuel Forbes to make the tackle. A loss of 3.
Hardy lost his mouthpiece on that. Manuel Forbes couldn't quite get his body on him. He reached back and didn't face mask him, but he grabbed his mouthpiece and pulled it off.
Not easy to do. It's not easy to do.
I mean, apparently Hardy doesn't care about it. There it is, just in on the sideline.
Steve says got the second shot ready for this touchdown.
I felt like I couldn't breathe.
That touchdown is a must.
Play clock is down to 2. Allen steps up, trying to
run.
He's
steps up. He's going to run for the touchdown. Let's go, Bills.
First rushing touchdown of the season for Josh Allen. And the fumble by Gibson proves costly for the Commanders. That's the 39th rushing touchdown in Josh Allen's career. Only Thurman Thomas and O.J. Simpson have more in franchise history.
Cameron Curl came on as a laid dog there. You got a clean shot at Josh Allen. You got to stick your helmet in his chest because he'll run through arm
What's up, Sabrina?
He's big and he's elusive, and he comes in with a little finger roll, goes for some love to the Commanders fans, doesn't get it, and talks a little trash after. Really nice touchdown.
I like
that
it.
finger roll. Bounced
Finger
off
roll,
the top
put
of
up
his
23.
It's hard to do. Finger roll.
Puts up 23 points. Does the Jordan finger roll. I like it.
He's not the
I like it. Allen showing out. Showing out. 23 to 0.
23-0.
Let's
Bills rolling
go.
on CBS.
All right, quick timeout commercial break. 10 minutes, 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Should take a quick timeout commercial break. Shout out to Babs Bunny coming through with a $5 donation. Says, I'm a Bills fan from the 80s. Bills fanatic fan. Thank you, Jay, for your great commentary. Shout out to you, Babs Bunny. Thank you for the $5 donation. Thank you for the support and the love. It is much, much appreciated. Thank you for rocking with us today. Much love to the Bills Mafia. Also, Furious Storm coming through with the $2 super chat as well. It says, Allen for the touchdown, Bills Mafia. Let's go. Let's go. So it's time to put this game away and put them Commanders to bed and go for beers. He's got the right idea. Quick timeout. Commercial break. Shout out to you, Lord.
I'm a Bills fan from the 80s, Bills fanatic fan. Thank you, Jay, for your great commentary. Smiling face with hearts, hugging face. Allen for the TD Bills Mafia.
Steelers Raiders GMD game. Much love, Ernie. Steelers Raiders.
Geico. For all your insurance needs, it's easy to Geico.
Bills fans feeling good here at FedEx Field. Josh Allen with the rushing touchdown. And it's now 23-0 in favor of Buffalo. You see Allen's numbers today, 218 through the air, 46 yards on the ground. Entering today, he had 43 yards rushing in the first two games combined.
They've all been at the right time today, though. You know, sometimes you feel like it's forced with Josh. Today,
I dropped it for you in the chat list.
Really well in the run game.
Bass kicking away. Gibson will let it go. Well, what a day it's been for Terrell Bernard, the second-year linebacker out of Baylor. First player since 2007 to have 2 sacks, an interception, and a fumble recovery in the same game.
Well, it's pretty impressive. And this is a guy, Andrew, you said all week, we got to be watching for him. This guy can make plays, whether it's tackling the quarterback, getting after him, interceptions, falling on fumbles. He's just around the football. Good football players are always around the ball. And he certainly has been around the ball the entire day.
And he's the modern backer type. He looks like a safety, a big safety. Instead, he's a backer who can make some plays.
First and 10, quick throw.
And that one's caught by John
complete
Bates.
for about 4.
Tre'Davious White on the tackle, and now
second down.
Some no huddle by Washington.
It's pretty good linebackers that you're with right there, and Urlacher. You know, we'll see what the Washington Commanders do right here.
Incomplete. High pass. Laurie, we already did.
Even as a young quarterback, these
that was Thursday.
Were valuable. You might be out of this game 23 points down with
you missed the game, Laurie?
To go as this ball gets deflected.
They already won.
You're going to learn so much from all of these situations. We've been talking about how it's the first time for him processing a lot of things that are coming his way.
Yep.
And I just think these are invaluable reps that's going to make him a better player as the season goes on.
Yeah, and Eric Bieniemy is trying to get some urgency into this offense and trying to get something cooking here.
3rd and 5.
The thing that would help is a 3rd down conversion.
3 seconds on the play clock.
So
gotta get the ball
Bills
off.
Fans on their feet, making noise on this 3rd down.
Howell gets out of trouble. Quick throw. Picked off again. Let's go. This should be a pick 6. There it is, baby. Let's go.
Interception for A.J. Epinesa, and it's a pick 6 for the big guy.
Denied.
The crowd is stunned. They are silent, except for the Bills fans.
His last being a pick six. This is
what
just, again,
a
another
pick.
bad decision, Matt.
Well, you're not going over top somebody who's 6'6" in these situations,
No.
right? It's a good time to learn to pump fake. It's a good time to learn to throw it away.
Or run it.
Yeah, or run it. You're exactly right.
Epinesa played AAU basketball growing up with Jason Tatum of the Celtics.
Extra point is up. It is good.
Stuff Sam Howell, and somehow he comes down with the ball and takes.
All right, so I got a legitimate question for the chat. We got 10 minutes, 1 second left. If the Bills put up 40, matter of fact, we won't even say that. We'll say, is the Bills being up 30-0 and potentially having Washington put up a goose egg better than the Miami win of 40 or more points and letting Denver put up 13? Let me know which one is better and makes more sense as we get to this timeout commercial break. Lori says, no, sorry, I totally got ahead of myself. Just want to hang with you guys longer. Shout out to you, Lori. Yeah, we had that one. It was a great one, too. It was a great one. Without a doubt. Furious says, Bills. Thinking says, I called it and we scored 31 points. Thinking says, say what, Jay? Parent78 says, Fins. Okay. David says, about equal, but a shutout takes the prize. That's my point. Thank you, David, for getting my point. The shutout is what takes the prize. That means your defense came out there and did exactly what it was intended to do, and your offense went out there also and shined when it needed to. 30-0. 10 minutes, 1 second left in the fourth quarter as we take a quick timeout. Commercial break. Bills way better at beating down an undefeated team in their building. Ryan Devlin. Miami's home. Miami is home. Shout out to Tara.
And A.J. Epinesa making a highlight reel pick and then takes it back for the touchdown. 30-0 in favor of Buffalo with Bass set to boot it away. And Gibson will let it go. Well, next Sunday, the NFL on CBS features a can't-miss matchup between two of the best teams in the AFC. There's a lot of juice for that one in Western New York next week as Miami comes calling. We'll get you ready for kickoff beginning at noon Eastern with JB and the guys on the NFL Today.
Dolphins and Bills next week. Ooh, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that one. That's going to be crazy. Dolphins and Bills next week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I think you do. You know, there's a lot for this.
Wait a minute. Jeff King showed out today. Jeff King single-handedly held it down today. Coming through with another $100 super chat, $300 in total. One more for the road for all the ladies in the house. Catch you next time, folks. Jay, thank you as always. Got a dinner date. Be well, folks. Always remember, push it real good. Laugh out loud. Big Ron never poked the bear. Wow.
One more for the
Jeff
road
King
for all the ladies in the
today.
house. Catch you next time, folks. Jay, thank you as always. Got a dinner date. Be well, folks. Always remember, push it real good. Lol. Big Ron, never poke the bear, lol.
Shout out to you, Jeff. Much love. Thank you for the support, my friend. Push it real good. definitely enjoy your dinner date tonight. Thank you for the support, my friend, as always. And you be well as well, my friend. Thank you for the support. Holding it down, Jeff King with the $100 super chat. As we get back to it.
Greg Rousseau brings down Howell.
Well, they're going to be partying in Buffalo tonight because this defensive line showed up, came ready to play.
Absolutely amazing. He has nowhere to go.
Constant pressure. Sometimes it's with speed. Sometimes it's with effort like it was right there. But they've been all over Sam Howell all afternoon.
Yeah, give credit to Sean McDermott. Done a great job keeping this defensive front. We don't get a ton of respect. A lot of talk about them.
Rodney says Buffalo
But
taking
now
over
all
the
of a sudden,
Capitol.
3 weeks in, they had 3 coming in. They have 10.
Can they give
10
AFC
sacks on the
Defensive Player of the
season.
Year
By the
to our
way,
whole defense?
it's
They
tied with
should.
the Washington Commanders,
They
who
definitely
only-
should.
Who now have 10 and have
Shout
not
out to
had
George
one at all
Tucker coming through with the 99-cent
And
super
AJ,
chat.
you have more on Greg Rousseau.
Shout out to you,
Yeah,
George.
speaking
Thank you for the
with Greg
support.
and,
Thank you for the
you know, being
donation, my
able to
friend.
have a
Much
new
love. It is
relationship with Sean
appreciated.
McDermott calling this defense, rather. He said, you know, before this, he used to use like swipes on the outside, his length to get to guys, but McDermott had been encouraging him
Shout out
to just
to
get
Sassy.
through guys, go straight through, and that's something he called like nastiness versus the finesse part of his game. And Rousseau has been
That actually comes
implementing
from the
that,
hard
and
work.
McDermott's just been doubling down, be nasty out there. That's the example of what we just saw a moment ago, guys.
The hard work.
All right, AJ, Allen is still
Davis
the
says,
Buffalo
can we run out the
quarterback,
clock
but
on
it's
this
Kyle
drive?
and not Josh. Josh's
Eh,
day is
no,
done.
it's too
Kyle
much
Allen,
time,
the former
man.
commander, comes in and hands it off
Too
to
much
Cook.
time.
Nice run by Cook.
As
And
Cook
he's
gets a
got
big
another
run.
first down. Kyle Allen, 2 years with the Commanders, made
They definitely
4
can get it to
starts.
right
Back
around
in 2020,
probably,
was in a
I'm thinking, the
preseason battle
4
for the
minute
number
mark.
2 job with Matt Barkley. Barkley injured his elbow late
Just
in the
under.
preseason. Allen wins the job and gets some time here for the Buffalo offense.
Was a guy who's played a lot in this league. Was in
Miami's
Carolina,
about to put up a
beat
50-piece.
me one time down in Carolina, which I still remember. But
I guess you do.
Broncos
you know,
just
as a
don't care.
backup, particularly
They just
with a
do
really
not
good team,
care.
it's nice to have a guy that has some experience that has won games in case anything were to happen to Josh Allen.
Also works out with Josh Allen and Sam Darnold in the offseason.
So Josh Allen's out. Kyle Allen is in.
Handoff and Chase Young with the tackle.
That's a run by Murray for a couple.
You know, from Josh Allen's
It'll be
perspective,
second
it's always
and 9.
good to have your buddies in there too. You know, you spend more time with your backup quarterback than you do with your family, with any of the coaching staff, with any of the other players. And that relationship that you have, you know, day to day with those guys, those are relationships that last forever, but it helps you. It really does. When you have a guy that you trust and you can lean on in those situations to help you with the game plan,
Yeah,
that's massive.
It's a non-pressure conversation
Second
as well.
and
You
9.
can talk ball with somebody, and you feel comfortable. You don't have to be right. You don't have to be. It just is.
Hey, Sam Howell told us that Jacoby Brissett has become his best friend on Washington, the backup quarterback,
Another
as Harris
quick run
takes
for
it to
about 2
midfield.
yards. It'll be
Bills
third
have made
down.
a couple of substitutions up front.
Steelers and
Ryan
Raiders
Bates
Sunday night, Luther.
and David Edwards have come in on that offensive line, and I think
Shout out to you,
guys,
Liz
that was
Cook,
the
coming
big
through
key.
with
We
the
talked about it all
$10
weekend. We talked
donation.
about it
Thanks a
off
lot,
the top.
Liz.
How would this
Thank you for the
Buffalo
support.
offensive line hold up against the Washington front four? And the answer is Buffalo won that matchup in a big way.
Yeah, it's not even a question that we were worried about after this game. We got to about halfway through. Spencer Brown,
Steve says 37.
Torrance, the right side of that offensive line.
We get this first
handled
down.
The sweat and pain that I
think we'll hit
predicted.
37.
They've done a good job, but a lot of that is Josh Allen as well.
Another handoff, and that's going to be another first down.
Ryan
Unless they try to
Vandermark has also
mark him
come on
short.
to play left tackle. He was a good preseason story for the Bills, fighting his way onto this 53-man roster as Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs can watch the final 5:41 from the sideline and then get ready for a showdown with Miami next week.
Cleveland Browns,
mentioned Vandermark.
Tennessee
He
Titans.
got to
Browns
start
up
in the league in Atlanta
27-3.
and, you know, spent an offseason with us. And
Lions
you
up
can even tell from a young guy,
20-3
we didn't
against
have
the
space on the
Falcons.
roster for him at that point, but just as a young player, he was
Texans up
professional.
27-10
Took
against
care of
the
his business
Jags.
on the day-to-day.
Chargers holding it down,
You know,
21-17.
it's always good to see guys that were in your building at one point coming out here and latching on and becoming an NFL player.
You guys are showing the love today. Shout out to Perry coming through with the $100 super chat donation. It has been a day. Shout out to you guys coming through. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. It is much appreciated.
Over Denver, 49-13.
Ric Flair, where are you at?
Dolphins will be 3-0 going to Western New York next week.
Well, you look beyond that, though, too. The Jacksonville Jaguars and, you know, a couple tough games, and the Giants, who I know.
See what happens when the Bills win like this? Everybody's feeling the love.
This was an important game.
Everybody's feeling the love.
You can even get that sense talking to the people from the Bills. They wanted to come out of here 2-1 and springboard into October. And they came out
second and 4.
Really well today.
Yeah, they needed to show that the Jet loss was an anomaly. It's not how they play. They're not mistaken.
Big run. Let's go at the 20. He's still going, trying to get the touchdown. Oh, he's short. He's going to be just short.
Saves a touchdown.
I got you, Luton. I got you, yo. Big run. Cook for 34 yards. First and goal at the 4.
Worn out because they've been on the field a lot, but also the effort is just lacking a little bit. Getting blocks, not getting off blocks, not wrapping
yeah, I'm going to send Immortal an email after this game.
3 yards away now from his second.
Yeah, I'm going to send him an email after this game.
14 carries, 97 yards for Cook, but he's on the sideline catching his breath.
Did that drive you crazy as a running back, Tiki? You get them all the way down there, they pull you out, and somebody else.
First and goal.
Here comes 6'6", 270 to come score my touchdowns. There's a reason that he's the all-time touchdown leader in Giant history.
Buffalo calls timeout. Don't forget, coming up, State Farm postgame show. JB, Phil, Nate, Boomer, Coach Cower have all the scores and highlights coming up on the State Farm postgame show.
So what you're telling me is you were John Stockton to him. You were the assist man, right?
Scoring is an art.
Yeah.
I didn't have the art to score. I could pick up the yardage. I had a ton of yardage in my career.
Dolphins 56. Wow.
Well, Tiki, I was surprised we didn't need security coming here to
They might get 60 points in the Broncos.
What's
going to happen to that franchise?
Team, including the final game of your career.
I think Russell's gone, y'all.
When you ran for
I think Russell's going to be gone.
34 yards here against Washington, the most rushing yards by any opponent against Washington all time.
Trey, yeah, they're probably going to put up 60.
I wanted to play for Washington. He told me at our pro day, we're not going to draft you. We got too many running backs.
Said it might be just a little more impressive. But are you taking the Broncos over the Commanders? That's another question.
To Murray. And Murray to the 3.
Are you taking the Broncos over the Commanders? Let's be real here.
Oh, here it is,
Ronald, yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to email him after this game.
Look at the size
Checking
of your
on
shoulder pads, man. they were big back in the day.
High and tight.
High and tight right there, but good memories.
Yeah, they were lots of good memories in this one.
Speed.
All my family was there. All my friends grew up just down the road. And
Joe Black's
Roanoke, Virginia.
Both through tri-state.
Faster than you did yesterday on the treadmill.
Well, no, I mean, there was a lot of good things about this Commanders defense and their offense against, the teams that they played. But like I said before, when you have a team who plays, at their best against a team that's not in the elite group, they seem strong, and the same thing with, the Cowboys. Once they play a true elite team, that's really going to put them to the test. That's why everybody can't wait for that 49ers and Cowboys game, which we know it's going to be absolutely ridiculous, and obviously we'll be here for it. But yeah, it's going to be crazy.
They're running again. Murray up the middle, and he's in for the touchdown.
And Murray gets the touchdown, ladies and gentlemen.
Grew up just outside Syracuse, attended Onondaga Central, and one of those days for the Commanders fans.
37-piece
Matt, this is an interesting game because it's an interesting tape that they're going to have to look at.
Holding the Commanders to 0 in their own house.
Score and say, God, this was a blowout.
You would have it any other way.
But 15 minutes ago, or 13 minutes ago, I should say, this was a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean,
those win
2-score
fatality
game coming into the fourth quarter, and another turnover, right? And Sam Howell with another turnover. And the turnovers
judge should
have been
give
the
Tebow
story
that
of the
call.
day. Fumbles, interception, sacks. Excuse me, not fumbles.
Somebody
sacks.
get Tebow on the phone.
It's just things can get away from you when you're playing against a talented football team like the Buffalo Bills. That if you're not doing the little things right, you know, if you're not protecting the football, taking care of it, making good decisions.
Shout out to Lori for hanging out the falls today.
Yes.
And they've done that here in the fourth quarter.
Is it cold out there, Lori?
Team, offensively and defensively, are opportunistic. Think about
It's
all
always
the
noticeably
big plays that
considerably
happen
windy though.
offensively on scramble
When it gets
drills.
colder.
But here, Sam Howell turning the football over. 4 interceptions. You get Antonio
I got you,
Gibson
Brian.
fumble. They never really gave themselves a chance. And that's not even counting the turnover on downs, 4th and 1 from the 1-yard line that they weren't able to get in.
You know, and I'm gonna have coaches tell us all the time in my 15 years, what teams beat themselves and then beat you? You know, and it felt like a little bit today. Don't get me wrong, Buffalo Bills, they came in here and played really well. But the Washington Commanders never really gave themselves a chance. And in this league, you can't give good football teams more opportunities to go out there and embarrass you.
Bills have rushed for 170
so this may be the
yards
final
today. I know some
kick
of it has come here
off
in the
for
second
the night.
half, but 183 against Vegas last week and now 170 today. On a tough day for Sam Howell with 4
Nancy says in this game was
interceptions for the
sold
Washington
out.
quarterback.
Place is dang near empty now. Way to go,
Yeah, I think
Buffalo.
this is
Shout
one
out
of
to you
the-
guys.
I used
Shout
to
out
say
to everyone
that
that's
the
out,
real
actually
winner,
out
there's
there.
no losses, right? In these tough losses, you have to learn the
There's a
lessons
lot
that
of
come
Bills
up.
jerseys
And to me,
that I see in
playing
the
this position,
stands.
being the guy for a franchise, it's about responding to success, but it's also about responding to failure. He's got to show up to work tomorrow.
Shice9 says
Watch
it's
this
supposed to
film,
be
learn from
60
it,
to
be
0
that
if we didn't
same
have that many
person, that same
penalties.
presence.
Exactly.
For the guys
I
around him,
100%
because I think
agree.
everybody will be looking at him tomorrow.
Howell looking sideline.
Howell throws,
McLaurin
gonna
and
be
Dane
caught.
Jackson makes the tackle as Buffalo has removed many of their starters here on defense as we've hit the 2-minute warning. 37-0 Buffalo here on
You think they'll get pity
CBS.
points after the 2-minute warning?
Lunch? Yes, please.
They'll put up like a field goal or something. Andrew Dunn says Jets reduced the gap to 3. All right, let's get into the scores around the league. Baltimore holding it down like I knew they would. Score is 19-6. They're beating the Colts by 3. The Browns took care of business today, 27-3 against those Titans. Tactical, where you at, man? I haven't seen you, and I know you're upset about it. But I tried to tell you, my friend. I tried to tell you. Miami doing their job. 56-13 against the Broncos. Patriots, who I had for the win, up by 3. They have the ball. 13-10 against the Jets. Lions, 20-6 against the Falcons. New Orleans still holding down the Packers at 17-11. Houston Texans surprising the Jags today, 34-17. And then, of course, Minnesota and Los Angeles Chargers and the Vikings. Vikings went up by 3. They've been having a battle. Currently 24-21 there with 9 minutes, 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. So interesting stuff around the league as we get to this quick timeout commercial break. Interesting thing says, hey, much love, Jay, and all the Bills Mafia. Have an awesome night. I'm out. Shout out to you, man. Much love. Much love. Mary Alice says, we got tickets for my mom's birthday. She is at the Browns game, her first ever NFL game. I'm glad they won. Shout out to your mom, Mary Alice. Sassy in the building. Enjoying the birthday. Browns get the win. I called him for the win. I know Tactical's mad at me right now, and he hasn't shown up since earlier, but you know, I tried to tell him. Thinking says the Broncos have been losing bad. I don't know what's up with Danger Russ. I think Russ is done, man. I'm just being real with you. You know, he got that bag, he got all that money, and then he fell asleep at the wheel. You know, it's really a shame. It really is.
State Farm postgame show. JB, Phil, Nate,
Shields says
Boomer, Coach
congratulations.
Cowell,
Shout out.
scores and
Yeah, I was.
coming
You
up
know,
on the
I had
State Farm
your Jags.
postgame
Sheila,
show.
I don't
2
know.
minutes
The
to go here
Texans
in
are looking
Washington.
like
All Buffalo today is
a different team
Josh
this week
Allen
for some
and the
reason.
Bills on the verge of their first shutout in 2 years.
I was
when they
rooting
shut
for your
out
Jags.
The Texans in Week 4 of 2021, 40-0.
Yeah.
Howell to Bates to the 43-yard line.
Forrest is
Meanwhile,
Jake.
Washington has not been shut out since
Can we
October
horse
of
the water,
2019.
You can't make him drink.
9-0 against San Francisco.
You cannot make him drink.
This is a pride moment for this offense out on the field. Just don't get shut out. You know you've already lost. And
My
lost
family is
big.
Brown
Just
fans
don't
and a
get
Bills
shut
fan. So how did that work out?
Howell, nice completion there into Buffalo territory.
How did that happen?
To the 41-yard line, first down and 10.
She says, I don't know. Either Jay, they look horrible.
7 sacks, 5 takeaways.
Yeah, when I think when Houston went up 10-0, I was like,
defense
what's going
today.
on? And that was the first quarter. So
Howell looking sideline, and a nice catch by Samuel. Was he in bounds?
a whole day that's not
He
looking
was,
good.
according to one official. The other one not so sure. And now they're saying incomplete.
This ball was well on the way before Curtis Samuel got his head around. 1 foot, second foot. No, you can't see it.
Saran Neal had the coverage for Buffalo.
We need to show a different angle.
Just the ability to catch that
Did he get
ball
both
the way
feet down?
that Samuel
So that's
just got his
one.
head around late. Oh, that's a catch.
It's a catch.
That's definitely a catch.
Under 2 minutes.
Both feet down.
Cannot challenge under 2 minutes.
Shout out to Andrew says, don't you put that evil on me, Jay. I'm not trying to have Arizona upset my Cowboys.
Looked at.
Listen, somebody has to get upset tonight.
Absolutely,
it's going to be either the Chiefs
the ball was
or it's going to to be the Cowboys. Which one do you want? But there has to be an upset today. And that Jacksonville game doesn't count.
It
It
must
doesn't
have been
count.
listening. I heard you up there.
Tiki has Curtis Samuel on his fantasy team.
This is the first year I am not playing fantasy football.
No fantasy.
That's because Brandon Jacobs.
Your two upsets of the day is either the
Who I think
Chiefs
is scoring touchdown is
or
not gonna
Dallas.
score a touchdown.
So pick your poison.
By the way, I suck at it. So.
Minute 36 is left in the Colts game. And it looks like they may tie it.
After reviewing the play, it really is a completed pass. First down.
George says both. Imagine the odds of that.
17-yard pickup.
Somebody go look up those odds and put it in the parlay and tell me what it is.
Yep. Ball secure.
Money line
Foot
bet.
down, left foot down with green in between.
Bears win and
That's
Cardinals
what
win.
gets by
I need to know what
Jonathan
those
Pope, our
odds are right
cameraman.
now.
And he survives the ground,
Like
which
right
is
now.
maybe the most important part of it. Great catch by.
Yeah, great catch and really good throw. I know this day is what it is, but this is a really nice throw by Sam Howell.
Looks like the sun has come out here in Washington. As we approach 1 minute to go.
Maybe tomorrow.
Epinesa, after the pick six, now adds a sack to his day. Bills have a lot of depth up front, and one guy we haven't even mentioned today, and that's Von Miller, who's coming back on the horizon as well.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about what this defense could become as the year goes on, with Von Miller coming back from injury in a few weeks. They're going to be a problem. They're going to be a tough out, as the year goes on. And if they continue to run the ball the way that they have the last 2 weeks,
it's plus
Josh Allen,
3,500.
plays and his ability to make big plays and throw it down the field.
$100 to get you 3,500.
I know a lot of
If,
people have said that the window
Cardinals
is
and the
closing on
Bears
this
win.
Buffalo Bills team. I don't see it right now. I just think they're playing
man.
good team defense, and the offense is continuing to improve as the year goes on.
Second down and 14. Howell pressure coming.
Howell
and
gets
down he
wrapped
goes
up again. Another sack. This Bills defense has went
finished him
off today.
for the 9th sack of the day by the Buffalo defense as Washington calls timeout.
Well, it's going to be a long meeting tomorrow watching this film for the Commanders' offensive line. And, it's not one of those ones.
Shout out to you, Liz. Thank you for the support.
it's going to be a long day of rehab for Sam Howell. I mean, he's going to be sore tomorrow.
Thank you as well.
But you got to regroup and you got to rebound, and it turns around quickly in this league. And you know, for the young group that they have, and for what Benemy is,
it's all right,
is trying to build here.
Shoot me an email.
I think it's about getting back to work tomorrow with a positive attitude.
Agreed. You talk about growing pains.
So too many Chiefs fans here.
There are 14 more to go.
Yeah,
there's a lot of football left to be played.
3rd and 19. Howell misses the open man. He is buried on the release.
But that's another example.
So, shout out to Rory. Thanks a lot, Rory, for the $5 donation. It is much appreciated.
Wow.
I do thank all of you guys for the support.
Not want to get shut out. He is sending Joey
Ric Flair, where you at?
Field goal.
I don't blame him. I was going to ask this. What would you do? Kick the
Thanks
field
a lot,
goal
Rory.
or try to go for it. It's a chance to get your field goal kicker an opportunity.
Russ is going to be doing leg lifts.
Wet, soggy conditions. Maybe try an onside kick as well. Work on specials in real games.
Man. They're going to kick the field goal. They had to get something on the board. I knew it. I knew it. They had to get some pity points. I called it. Field goal.
Shutout avoided.
Onside kick, man?
No. Absolutely not. That's a nice kick right here. I mean, good power, but no, I think, you know, at this point, I get not wanting to be shut out. But these are professionals and they're humans out there. I just don't think you want to get anybody injured in a situation like this.
They should have done it the first time. Well, yeah, I mean, they'd have 6 points right now, right?
There's no 34-point play, you know.
They'd have 6 points right now.
You can't get 34 points in 46 seconds. So, to me, I think you get out of here, you try and keep everybody healthy. And Ron's a former player. He understands that.
Bonus coverage coming up when we're done here. New England a 15-10 lead on the Jets with 2:19 to go. By the way, the 9 sacks by the Buffalo defense.
Who won
for
already?
The second most for the Bills in the Super Bowl.
The Browns
era.
took care of Tennessee. That's
against
done.
Washington.
Browns 27-3.
In 2011. They did have 11 back in 1964 against Denver, but
Chargers
in the Super Bowl era,
28-24.
tied for the second most sacks in a game by
They've
this
been
Buffalo
battling
defense.
with the Vikings. They've been going
something
back and
too,
forth with their score. And
this
this is the problem that I've been telling you guys with the Chargers. They'll score all these points, but they'll allow all these points as well. But as long as they can keep scoring and keep running it up, they know that they're going to probably get anywhere between 35 to 40 points. So even if you score high points and they can keep you under that 30,
boots it away with 46 seconds to go.
They'll most likely win. But they've been allowing people to score as many points as they have. So there you go.
So since losing Super Bowl 26, the Bills have now won 9 of their last 10 against the Commanders.
Dominating since the Super Bowl.
That's a big margin of difference, too. 28 points scored, 14.2.
Well, that doesn't include today. So it's going up.
Shout out to you, Chastity.
Kyle Allen out there just to take a knee for Buffalo. And a lot of Bills fans stuck around to cheer on their team here at the end of this one. 37-3 in favor of the Bills.
Well, I tried to retire him, Ray, and they wouldn't let me.
Buffalo goes to 2-1, and they'll host Miami in a big one next week. Josh Allen, a touchdown pass and a touchdown run. Sam Howell, 4 interceptions for the Commanders, who fall to 2-1. And next week they travel to Philadelphia. For Matt Ryan, Tiki Barber, AJ Ross, Gene Steratore, and our entire crew, this is Andrew Catalan saying so long from Maryland.
Robert says, Jay, the Bills must have heard you scoring 35 or more to win. That's what I've been saying.
Brown in New York.
Is that not what I've been saying?
Talk about an impressive
35 or more
Bills.
points
A
to win.
9-sack,
and then let your defense go to work.
Forced defensive effort.
Shout out to you, Carolina.
Scored by Buffalo the last 2 weeks. They spanked Washington 37-3. We're going to be taking to the contest between, of course, the Jets and the New England Patriots. New England holding a 5-point lead with 2 minutes left in that one. And we're going to take you Now we just get a switch.
Lamar in trouble. He gets
Baltimore game. 17 seconds left in that
almost
one.
sacked.
It is
That'll
all
be
knotted
incomplete.
at
14 seconds on
19
the
right
clock
now.
there.
Let's take you out to
They're
the
tied
announcers
up.
for that one. Beth Mowens, James Lofton, Jay Feely,
Ravens obviously
and
trying to
Amanda
get
Renner.
Justin Tucker in position.
Throw it before you get brought down. Is his knee down here? Yes,
Yes,
it is.
Ooh, that knee
Just
is down.
Critical error by Lamar Jackson right there.
Well, even though the clock has been stopped, there's going to be a runoff here because they had to stop the clock to make this decision.
Well, they can use their timeout and that's what they'll do and not have the runoff.
Yeah, his knee was definitely down.
We're going to bring in
the field is that the quarterback's knees were down to the 39-yard line. It's dead at that spot.
Let's bring in Gene Steratore. Gene?
That is what Cleet was saying. You guys were right on it. His knee is down. They'll use the timeout now. If it were a forward pass, they would have avoided the 10-second runoff because they had a timeout remaining. So we're at 14 seconds and would remain there regardless of which way they ruled on this one, guys.
Thanks, Gino. And now you have your timeout. So we're back to the situation where you need about 10 yards, 11 yards to give yourself a chance. You figure the Colts are going to play not allowing anything over the top, so there should be room in the middle, underneath coverage, behind the linebackers in front of the safeties. But just a critical mistake by Lamar. I mean, he's in the pocket. When it's not there, throw it away. You are already in position where your kicker, who's the best of all time, can take a shot from there. You don't need more yardage. You'd like to have it, but you don't need it. He doesn't throw the ball away, and now they're in the situation where you can't kick a field goal from right here.
At a player, sometimes your greatest strength is your greatest weakness. Lamar's ability to get out of the pocket, to defeat the pass rush, to use his legs to extend plays can also be a weakness at times. And that time, a little bit of judgment error. But once he starts to spin out, he didn't know who was behind him and how fast that guy was coming at him.
And James, you know, if you're an offensive coordinator and you're calling a pass in that situation, you got to be talking to your quarterback.
Tag it.
If it's not there, get rid of the ball.
Yep.
Like, don't take a sack. We
Shout
can't
out
have a
to you,
hold
Luther.
here, and we can't have a sack here, and he took a sack.
If they can get Tucker close, he's 26 for 28 in his career in the final 2 minutes of regulation.
Well, Beth, it's second down. You could hit a little 5-6 yard out route, right, real quick here to say Zay Flowers or Nelson Aguilar, which is what I think I would do. And then on third down, come back and try to pick up another 6 or 7 yards.
Well, while they're figuring this all out, quick shout out to my Bills Mafia. We got the W today, 37-3. Big shout out to all you guys for rocking with me today. Much love for the support to each and every one of you guys for rocking with the channel, being with us Monday, Thursday, and of course Sunday. Next game I will be doing is going to be the Sunday night. It's going to be your Steelers and the Raiders, so we'll do that later. And then tomorrow, Monday night, is going to be your Eagles and the Buccaneers. So make sure you guys lock it in. And if you're taking off, obviously we'll see you tomorrow. But there you go. Shout out to you, Lori. Says Jay, thank you. Another great job hosting. It's always a pleasure hanging out with you and everyone here. Appreciate you and your crew, Jay. Be well and happy. Shout out to you. Thanks a lot for the support. Lori, much love. Much love. Patty says that's a wrap. Good evening, everyone.
And the game clock will start on
Have
my
a great
ready for
evening,
play.
Patty.
Also 4 additional seconds here.
Just got to be ready to snap it as soon as they're ready for play. You can't waste any of this time because that's the way you keep
All right,
your
second and
time
20, 18 seconds for Baltimore.
You're almost as likely to get a good Lamar Jackson run.
Snap is off.
Jackson looking deep
He
downfield across the middle. It's popped up in the air and it falls
incomplete. 11 seconds.
That only took 7 seconds off
Third
the
and
clock,
20,
so you still had that same
and
shot
they still
coming
have
up.
one timeout.
Kenny Moore, nice defensive play. 11 seconds to go.
Excellent job by Kenny Moore because I thought Duvernay
It's a
was going
team.
to
See you
catch it,
next
and
week,
then they
man.
had the chance for the interception there, and the ball just falls down. Like you said, James, 3rd and 20, you have a timeout, so you're trying to get to the 50 to the 45-yard line to give Justin Tucker an opportunity. You know the deep, see 3 defense backs, and then 5 across at the 50. There's going to be room underneath.
3rd and 20.
Jackson with time, similar play, and it's caught by Aguilar down inside.
Oh, he's just at the line.
41-yard line, and a
He's
timeout
just at the
with
line.
6 seconds
6
to
seconds.
go.
Can Tucker hit this
And
field
here
goal and get
comes
the
Justin
Ravens to
Tucker.
win? This is absolutely insane. absolutely insane. He is literally at the line that Tucker needs to be at to hit a field goal.
Unbelievable how consistent this guy has been when you come to these kind of field goals.
Sunday night,
25
Steelers Raiders.
27 in his career on game-winning and game-tying field goals in the last 2 minutes of overtime. That's
Tucker's career long is 66, and this is 61. 61-yard field goal for the win. Can Tucker get this in for the Ravens?
I don't know if you could ice Jason Tucker. I don't care how cold it was outside.
No, Justin Tucker's absolute money. He's got to hit it good. This is 61-yard field goal.
Here we go. Kick is off.
Kick is on its way. Justin Tucker. And
it's short. Oh, no.
It did not get there, and we remain tied with 1 second to go.
That is crazy. It literally was right down the middle. It just didn't have.
This ball came up short. It's a good snap.
It came up short. That is so
he hits it well.
crazy.
As soon as he hit it, I thought it was good. And he just got
Give him another 2 yards, he would have
made
made it.
There's 1 second left. So now the Colts are going to get the ball at the 49-yard line.
Yes.
They can either run
another
a play,
2
a
yards, he
Hail
would have
Mary.
made
If
it.
they wanted
Unbelievable.
To, they could try about a 70-yard field goal themselves.
Gardner likes it, and now he apparently
Tech 713,
will
yeah,
have a shot
man.
at a Hail Minshew here. Offense is out, not the kicking unit.
You know, at the end of an NBA game, you don't see fouls called, and if you're defensively playing for the Ravens here, the one thing that you don't want is a pass interference call down the field that would give the Colts another snap.
Michael Pittman is 6 feet 4 inches and one of the favorite targets of the Colts quarterbacks this year. He will come to the near side with Josh Downs. Alec Pierce to the top of your screen.
It's an interesting call. It'd be a 67-yard field goal from there.
And Minshew will throw it into the ground.
What was that? Okay, I don't understand that at all.
We're going to overtime.
Yeah, I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Why are you not throwing either a Hail
So yeah, they're
Mary
going to go to overtime, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to rock out of here. I will see you all later tonight for Sunday Night Football. And go Bills Mafia.
But if you don't think he can make it, throw a Hail Mary
See you guys later.
down the field and try to get a touchdown.
See all of you later.